pitch right there. They called it came in just a little low, but if I was her coach, I'd be proud of that one.
The not swing on it?
Yeah.
Or the pitch, yeah.
Or both, actually. Here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch. Here it comes in there. We got a foul ball. That gives us a 1-1 count. She's staying in there. She's wanting a piece of this ball, so we better be ready because she's trying her best to connect here. All right, another gear adjustment with her catcher. She's getting the gear on. All right, she's getting ready to go down. She's coming up. Here she comes, and it's a hit straight to the shortstop. Shortstop throws it to first, and we have a out in the first. 3 up, 3 down this inning.
All 3 at first.
All 3 at first. I'm happy to see this with the Wildcats right now. They're really pulling together. Played a great inning of defense there. Played out every play. So we're getting ready to go into the bottom of the second.
Yeah, it's over.
We're getting ready to go into the bottom of the second. These Wildcats are going back in, going to try to pad up their lead a little bit right now. Got a little breeze coming through here. Sun's going down, a little bit of cooler air. So we're getting ready to see what we can do over here. Let's see here. We got these kids coming in. They're getting ready to go in there. You got Clay County out here on the field warming up. I want to give a little shout out to number 42, Kaitlyn Shepard, who's Monterey's leadoff batter. She's also the shortstop. Caitlyn Shepard is also into school wrestling, AAU wrestling. Kaitlyn has just recently won the Region 3 championship for her weight class in girls wrestling, a state championship for her weight class in girls wrestling, and finished last weekend 3rd place in the Nationals in Kingsport, Tennessee for her weight class in AAU wrestling. Kaitlyn is an 8th grader here at Monterey High School, and she's really showing her athletic ability going to do that. She's also very formidable out here on the field in softball. Been played a little travel ball in the past, and also does a lot of horsemanship, so she's just an all-around athlete. I would like to give her kudos, though, and if you see Miss Shepard running around town here anywhere, tell her good job well done for representing Monterey. And I think she plans on going and wrestling for CHS, Cookeville High School in Cookeville next year, if possible, and keep on going. Going to take a second here to wet my whistle.
I'm about to send my boy after my hoodie too. That wind. It's a pretty day, but the wind's starting to pick up a little bit.
Yeah, it is a pretty day. We're trying to get situated and stay warm. This time of year, it's nice during the day, but as that sun starts going down, it cools off in a hurry.
It does.
Until the sun comes back up the next morning. So I'm not a cold weather person, so I'm going to get me a hoodie on here in a minute. We're getting ready to come back up here. Yep.
Yeah.
And we'll get a hoodie. So now we're going out. We got Miss Faith Natvick coming up the bat here. Faith is our number 8 spot on the batting lineup. Number 1 is her number, and she is our first baseman. She just got a strike on that first pitch. All right, here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch. Straight to the first baseman in the head, and she tags her out at first. So we have one away with our first batter. We have number 30, who is J.C. Lane coming out here to bat right now. And she's getting down. She's getting in her lineup, and here comes the windup, and a little high. J.C. has been around Monterey. Another one been around Monterey softball for a lot of years out here. Good to see her out here continuing her career in the junior high. Here comes the pitch. Another high pitch. So she's 0-2 there. So glad to see her hanging in there, being smart, watching these pitches come in.
A little high.
Another high ball again against JC. And we've got these girls are coming down. They're holding themselves here. They're in that position. And we got another strike on that one, so that gives us a count of 3-1 right now on JC. Nobody's on base. One out. Monterey still has the edge, 3-2. Here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch.
Yeah.
Little high on that one. Great. JC gets to take her base. Comes around. We're back to the top of our lineup. Number 42, Kaitlyn Shepard, our shortstop, the one that we just mentioned a minute ago being the wrestler and the horseman too. She's getting ready to show us how to hit at softball. So
she's got the coolest socks too.
Yeah, she does have the coolest socks. And little low to her. She sat there and let it go by. And we got a steal going on. J.C. Lane stole second, got on to second. Catcher bobbled the ball a minute, and J.C. took the opportunity and went. Yeah, here comes the pitch. Kaitlyn took a swing at that one, come up, didn't quite get it, so that gives us a count of 1-1, but we're still in this count. Here comes the windup, here comes the pitch. Pitch, pretty good pitch. That gives us, but just a little on the outside. That gives us a 2-1 count. Kaitlyn's up there. Yeah, she's wearing purple socks with white stars all over them.
Those are sweet. I ain't gonna lie.
Yep. Here comes the pitch. Here comes it goes. Got a foul ball. So JC was out there trying to get her a steal, and they had to call her back with the dead ball from the foul. All right, here we go again. We're getting ready, coming back into the box. Here we go. We're getting ready to go. We're back to bat. Here comes the pitch. And that one was out on the inside. That's giving us a full count with one out. One runner on base at second.
That's a hard pitch for her to lay off.
It was.
That would be
It was. I'd have probably went for it if it was me.
Yeah, me too.
She was smart on that pitch. Here we come again. That one was a nice pitch in there. And it was a strike, and J.C. Lane steals to third. The ball is missed by the third baseman, and she makes it in safe. Kaitlyn Shepard was out. That gives us 2 outs. We got a runner on third in scoring position with Miss Olivia Webb, number 27. Our second baseman's coming up to bat. Olivia's getting last-minute instructions from Coach John Webb, who happens to be her daddy. So Olivia's coming on here. She's getting ready to get in the box. Right-handed batter. I don't think I've seen a southpaw on Monterey's team yet.
Nope, we haven't.
And she's getting in the box. She's getting ready. She's getting down. And she hits a little dinker inside. It was not caught. She's running it out. And she's safe on first. All right, we got a little controversy out here. They held the... Not sure what's happened here, but...
I think umpire thought she might have hurt herself.
Yeah.
Okay, it may be. He called time and wouldn't allow the steal from first to second, so that's fine.
That'll be all right, yeah.
Yep, that's good. If he thinks she's hurt, I'm fine with that, but he's making sure she's okay. They're filling in a little hole in front of the rubber so she don't...
And I don't think Jason's coming home anyway. The ball was like right out here in front of home plate.
Yeah, I don't think she was coming home, but
no
we're
harm,
just trying
no foul.
to get to second.
Yep.
Clear
Runners
that first
on the
base
corner.
spot. That's right. So we're runners at second. My guess is we're probably going to go to second as soon as this pitch is thrown.
Yeah.
And there we go. It was hit in the air, 2 out, so it don't matter. It was called out by the second baseman. The second baseman is number 9, Avery. So that changes the end of the second inning. End of the second inning, same as the end of the first, 3-2. Monterey Wildcats having the advantage. We start on the third, and we go from there. Our third inning sponsor is Absolute Fitness. Absolute Fitness owners Vinny and International Federation of Bodybuilders Gym offers 2 floors and over 15,000 square foot of space. They are equipped with live fitness circuit and cardio equipment. They offer the most complete free weight equipment in the state. Go by and visit today on South Jefferson across from Kroger's, or give them a call at 931-526-2500. Again, that's at Absolute Fitness. We appreciate their sponsor. Yeah, Jordan Walker on the high school basketball teams and the high school softball team. That's her mother and stepfather out there, and that own that, and they do a lot to support the Monterey sports. And all these guys that support here, there's nothing like the support you get in a small town. I know some people that work with programs in larger towns, and they have a harder time getting support than we do here in this little town. So, that's good. All the youth sports here in the town, all the people that run the youth sports here in this town, we want to make sure these kids get the opportunity to play. And, all these businesses around town give us that opportunity. Every time we come about, every time we ask for it, they just come around, and they've always taken care of us. There's a lot of businesses here in town. If I ever needed something, I go to them when I was running these leagues. I say, hey, I need this, and I had it. So, I love that small town atmosphere we have here in Monterey, and that's why we're in here doing what we're doing right now and giving these kids a chance to get a little exposure and do that. We know that some of our broadcast has actually even been covered by college scouts. And so that's good. So we're giving some exposure. We know in football that was happening. I think that was happening in basketball too. Hopefully we'll get some scouts in looking at some of our baseball and softball games.
Because you don't see a lot of broadcasts of high school baseball or softball.
You don't see a lot of broadcasts. And, I've shared these links with people that I work with during football games where my son is playing their son and stuff like that, working in Cookeville. And the comment I always get is this is a first-class broadcast, and that no matter who's broadcasting, and we've got a lot of people that help us out here, and I'm probably in the lower class of any of them. I'll talk. I don't know if I know what I'm doing, but I'm in the lower class. We got a hit right here by number 7, which is Reagan, which is their leadoff batters. We're starting again. She got a hit, and it was kind of bobbled around out there a little bit, and she gets safe at first. We're getting out here. We're getting ready. A lot of people out here will say that baseball and softball are the same sport. Baseball and softball are not the same sport.
Not close.
There's a lot of differences. And I used to think that too, and then I started coaching these girls, and there's a lot of differences. Here comes your first pitch to the second batter. This batter is number 14, Jade. First pitch is the ball. Your runner on first, which is number 7, Reagan. She just stole to second base. She's coming up here. We got our girls walking up. We got our calls being made to our pitcher and our catcher. We're getting ready to go here. We're in the third inning, top of the third, 3-2, still the score. Monterey in the lead. And we got a foul ball right out over our heads.
You know where that would have been, Jeff?
Right in my truck.
Right in Rick's truck bed.
That would have been right on Rick's truck, because I got here and I've had a lot of experience at this field, and I told Rick I'd move my truck. And he did, and I think he's happy right now. I've seen too many broken windshields over here over the years. All right, we're getting back it down. We got a 1-1 count. Here comes the pitch. The little low is a ball. We got to steal to third. Catcher eats it. It's just going to be too late by the time she could get it through. We're getting ready to go again here now. We're getting ready for the pitch, standing on the rubber. 2-1's the count. Here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch. Pitch right down the middle, and boy, she just lays it out over the center fielder's head. And what we was talking about earlier, that ball's rolling, and she winds into third. We try to throw it into third. We overthrow the ball. It's bouncing back out. We held her at third, though. Very nice hit right there by, I think that was number 10, Baylor, who's their pitcher. And no, that was number 14, Jade, who's their first baseman. We got number 10, Baylor, about to come up here and bat right now. We've got a runner on third, and we had one. We got a runner. Got a time on the field. Trying to. Okay, we did have one run scored on that last deal. We got a conference going on with the girls out there. We'll call that a trip to the mound. Our trip to the mound sponsors A1 Auto Repair. Oh, okay. We had jewelry on is what called the time out there. They're not allowed to have any jewelry on per TSSAA rules. as we come out here, we're about ready to get back started again. Number 10, we got Baylor, who's our pitcher, is coming back up to bat. We've got a runner on third. The score is now tied 3-3 at the top of the third. And no outs as of right now, no balls, no strikes. Here comes the pitch. It comes winding up. It comes in a little high, so it comes in as a ball. We got a real good view right here where we're at. We can see the pitching real well here. We can see pretty much the whole field, except for maybe a little bitty corner out and left. Again, this is a deep field, and we're probably not going to see in a junior high game any balls out that far. We got a good hit. It's high in the air. Caught by the pitcher. Third baseman is held in her position, so we're ready to go. That gives us one out. Up to bat next is number 4, Ella. She's their third baseman. She's in their number 4 slot, so they're expecting big things out of her as she comes up to the plate here. And she's getting ready to come up to the plate. She's doing her swinging. Here she goes. We got a little time on the field. Another catcher adjustment at this point. On YouTube so far, we've got 12 check-ins. We got 4 viewers right now. All you junior high parents, you can go home and watch this later. I know a lot of the athletes that I talk to like to go home and watch themselves play afterwards, figure out what they did right and figure out what they did wrong. We got our first pitch on this batter. It was a ball, so that leaves us with the count 1-0. Still got a runner on third.
I would like to go home and watch myself.
Yeah. I probably would, but when I played sports, I wasn't nothing worth watching. So here we come. We got a windup. We got a good hard hit going into right field. And Burner, right fieldman, she goes out. She gets the ball pretty quick. She holds her at 2, but that did give us 1 run scored. That makes the score 3-4. And we still only got 1 out. And we got a runner on second with number 12, Jenna, coming up. She's their center fielder. She's getting ready to come up here. She's getting ready to come into that box. She's getting ready. Pitcher and catcher are getting their instructions. They're getting ready to come back in. Here comes the windup. Here comes the throw. And we have a strike. Now there's runner held at second. She's playing around a little bit. We're going to have to watch those tricks. They kind of bit us in that first inning. We allowed them to get in position to score. So we've got to do that. We wind up. They're winding up. They're throwing. They throw it, and we got a foul ball, giving us a count of 0-2. Puts us in a good position with this batter right here. She's got to battle her way out of this hole at this point. But she's coming up, and she's not giving up. It don't look like too easily. So she comes up there. She gets in her position. She gets back on her hip. She comes up. Here comes the windup. Here comes the throw. Here comes the pitch. And a nice little hit to the center fielder. Center fielder bobbled it. Then the outfielder bobbled it a little bit. We're going in. The ball's coming in. We're going to third. And the third baseman quite couldn't catch it right as the runner got there. That was another point scored, bringing them with a 2-point lead up in this inning with 1 out, top of the third. 3-5's the score, with your Clay County Bulldogs having your advantage at this point. We have number 11, Kylie, their left fielders, up to bat. We got a runner on third, so we still got a runner in scoring position. Here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch. Here it comes, and it's a little low, but she bit it. Gets by the catcher, but the catcher scrambles, gets the ball back up to keep the girl from stealing home. So number 11, she's hungry. She's wanting to get a good hit here. She's seen some of her teammates come out here and get some good hits. They're having a really good inning, and she wants to continue that momentum. She gets up here. We get a windup. We get a throw, and it comes in. And it was just looks maybe a little on the outside, so that brings the count 1-1. She did good by not swinging at that one. I'd have probably beat it if it would have been me. But Haley's pitching some good pitches here. She's doing another windup. She's doing another hit. It's a little low and on the inside that time, so that brings us to 2-2 or 2-1 on the count. Yeah, 2-1. So we're getting back in the circle. We're ready to go. We're getting ready to step up to the rubber. As we step up to the rubber, we get the windup. Here we come. A little to the inside again on that one. That gives us a 3-1 count. We have our catcher going out to have a little pep talk with their pitcher right now. Always good to see the girls give each other a little pep talk out here. And they keep each other's spirits high. Our trip to the mound sponsor will be A1 Auto Repair, Expert Auto Repair, everything from battery exchanges to complicated engine repair, located at 12636 Monterey Highway 70. Give them a call at 931-839-3013. Again, that's 931-839-3013. We're back in action here. Batters in place, catcher's getting in place, pitcher's ready on the rubber, starts her wind up. Here comes the pitch. She fouls it off down the right field line. But she keeps her running until as long as she can. So she's hungry. She's wanting another good hit. So add on to her team. Huh? That's the way you coach them. You always tell them never give up until it's over. We've seen some things at the softball tournament with the high school Saturday where if those girls had given up, they would have been out, and they made it on base in about 3 different instances. Counts 3-2, getting ready for the pitch. We've got a full count, 1 out, 3-5's the score. With your Clay County leading at the top of the third, and we got a pitch come in. Just a little to the inside, which turns into a walk. That puts us a runner on first and second. We got 1 out. We got 1 out. We got next coming up, we got number 9, which is Avery, their second baseman. She's coming up. She's getting in that box. She's getting ready. Here comes the pitch. Throws it in, and she bites that. It's a strike. Your first base runner steals to second base, which you pretty much knew that was going to happen at that particular play. About any coach you got's going to do that. So 1 out. That's definitely a safe call. All right, counts 0-1 right now. Here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch. Pretty pitch there by Haley, just right on the edge of the plate, down low in the strike zone. So that brings us to 0-2 in the count. She steps back into the box. She's back in the box. She's sitting there. She's ready. Here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch. Little high on that one, bringing the count to 1-2. Garthwaite goes back. She gets back to the rubber, unshaken by that pitch right there, and getting ready to come out and throw another one. Here she comes. She comes up. She does that, and the ball goes by. Runner on third. Garthwaite runs up to cover the plate. We got another ball, so that gives us a 2-2 count. As we get into this, here we come. Our number 9 gets up here. She's back ready to hit. She gets back in her stance. Robertson's ready at catcher. Garthwaite winds. Here she comes to throw. She throws it. We got a good hit right down to the second baseman. Kind of hopped out of her glove. And we have 2 scores and hold the runner up at first for a single. Bringing the Clay County lead 7-3 with 1 out and a runner at first. As we come up to number 1, Gracie S., and she's coming up to bat. She comes up there. She gets ready. She gets stance. Got 1 out. She's ready to go here. Our pitcher's coming up. She's ready. And we got our ball there, and the catcher runs to. The catcher can't get the ball in her glove. They have to catch it, but they're able to hold the girl from stealing it past second. We did have a steal to second base right there. So here we come. We're getting back ready in position. We're getting good to go here. We're back where she's ready to hit. She's ready to get a piece of this ball here. She comes to wind up, is about to start. Here comes the wind up. Here comes the pitch. She acted like she was going to go for a bunt, but she went out far enough that it was a strike at that point. So that gives us a 1-1 count. Only 1 out on the field, a runner on second, and they have managed to pull out 5 points this inning so far. So these Wildcats need to get a couple outs here and go back in and recoup and build back up the score some. We've got a bunt into a count. Oh, we tried to throw it back down to second where the runner had left. We got a bad throw to third. She's going home. And they ended up, we did get the out with the batter, but the girl on second ended up stealing her way around to home. So that brings the score 8-3 with 2 outs. Top of the third, new batter, which is number 3, which is the bottom of their lineup. That's Darcy, and she's the catcher. She's out there. She's watched her teammates do good. She wants to get out there and get a hit herself, so she's hungry, wants a piece of this. Garthwaite's going to do her best to keep her from doing that. Garthwaite's getting ready. Callie's ready at catcher. Here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch. And we have a hit to the third baseman. It's slung across. It's overthrown to our first baseman, and she makes it to first. So we've got to the pitcher, the throwback to the pitcher was bad. It went over her head and then got by, so the base runner Darcy got another base out of that into number 2. We got to get these errors down and get out of this inning.
What do you call that, a single with an error?
You'd call that a single with an error. Well, no, not really. You would have really had 2 errors there.
Oh.
You would have had two errors there.
Okay.
So, regardless, the Bratter gets a double, but we're getting these errors have killed us. That's what you got to get out. You know, these girls ain't been on the field in a game in over a week now, so they got to get these jitters back out. It's just always bad on the games you have to get them back out on. So here they come with the windup. They got a ball on that second pitch, so that gives us a 2-0 count. These girls need to shake it off, get their heads back in this ball game. It's not a ball game yet. They still a little lot of play left to go. 5 innings, I think, is what junior high ball is. Got another pitch. That's bringing the count to 3-0. 5 innings. That's what I thought. It's been a couple years. We're having a little conversation with Blue here, and he's a real good umpire today. He's done some teaching moments, and I'm glad.
For us,
I always
too?
like seeing that. Yeah, for us, too. And we're getting to wind up, ready to go at 3-0 count, and we get a hit, and it's a foul ball. So we still got a runner on second. We got our girl coming back to bat here. She hit that ball right on the inside, right on the outside of that third base line. So she can straighten that out a little bit. We're going to have to be ready to field that ball there. Yeah, right now we got 1 on second, 2 outs. Count is 3-1, with 3-8 being the score, with your Bulldogs having the lead. Here comes the windup. And it was a ball. We walk her to second. Runner stays on second. So we got runners at first and second. 3-8 the score. We got our back at the top of the lineup right now with Jade is her number 2 position at first base. Got a trip to the mound going on now. We're trying to rally these girls and get their head back in this game. Our trip to the mound sponsor is A1 Auto Repair, expert auto repair, everything from battery exchanges to complicated engine repair. Located at 12636 Monterey Highway 70, or give them a call at 931-839-3013. Again, that's 931-839-3013. They're trying to rally these guys back, get their heads back in this ball game. They're getting a little shaken out there. Looks like we have 17 check-ins at this ball game, and we got 5 active viewers right now. That's pretty good, especially for a junior high game that we didn't have the opportunity to give a lot of heads up about. We have 1 like out there, so that's good, and we've had 4 consecutive viewers out there for pretty much the whole time. So, I mean, we're doing good out here. We're glad to give these girls a little coverage. You know, we've been pretty busy on running the high school games, and got an opportunity tonight. We could come out and do this with the high school game canceled, and I'm glad we did this. All these girls need some exposure. We got a ball there on that first pitch on this southpaw. Scores 3-8, 2 outs, top of the third, counts 1-0. Our runner on second just stole the third, and our runner on first just stole the second.
Double steal.
So we got a double stealer going here. We got to wind up a little bit on the outside on that one. Pitcher and catcher's going to have to watch these runners. They're still playing games with them right here. They're playing games, and they're trying to get some points by playing these games, and it's worked for them in the past. This inning, they've just had some solid hitting going on. You can't take nothing away from Clay this inning because they've really had some good solid hitting going on. Here comes the ball. Another ball to the outside. Sometimes these southpaws are hard to pitch to. They throw off everything they're used to. You don't see too many of them.
3-0.
3-0 is the count, so we've got to get back.
2 down, one out. We're out of this inning.
We just need to get some strikes here or get a good play on the field. With 2 outs, play's going to be at first if it's an infield hit, no matter what. And we walk that runner, so we load up the bases. The bases loaded sponsor is Larry Wiley. He's the managing agent at Farm Bureau in Monterey, serves Putnam, Overton, Cumberland counties. For your comprehensive insurance review appointment, call Larry Wiley today at 931-584-0042. That's 931-584-0042. Getting ready. We got number 10 coming up the bat, which is Ella, which is their third base. She's in their number 4 slot, so she's good. She hits a hard hit to third base, which they do the forced out at third base and take them out of that inning before any runs are scored.
That could have got ugly.
That could have got ugly, but we made the play when we need to. Right there. So
Very good play.
we're going to go into the in between the innings, go into the bottom of the third, and see what we can do.
Third inning sponsor is I'm looking it up here. Absolute Fitness Center. Jen and Vinny Facento, owners of Absolute Fitness, offer 2 floors over 15,000 square feet of space. They are equipped with life fitness circuit and cardio equipment. They offer the most complete free weight equipment in the state. Go by and visit them today across from Kroger's on Jefferson Avenue. Let's see what their address is. We don't got it on there. So across from Kroger, 931-526-2500. 931-526-2500. Jeff took a break, I think, didn't he, Wayne?
Yeah, he needed to get up, stretch his legs, I believe.
So we're in the middle of the third inning. The Lady Wildcats are coming up to bat. Right now, they're down 8-3. Going to have some bats, ain't they, Wayne?
Yep, your bats better come alive. Looks like Callie Robertson may be next up. Bat.
0-0.
Double aught.
Well, I can do 1-0, so I'm going to put it up there as 1-0.
I'm sure she don't mind.
Yeah.
Talking about views, though, this is one of those where when people find out about it tomorrow morning, a lot of these people have done seen it. They'll go home and watch it tonight.
Yeah. We've been averaging.
I do that a lot. I'll go home,
We've been averaging about 250 views.
For baseball?
Yeah.
And softball?
For baseball and softball, that's some really good numbers.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's really solid.
I'm just thankful for all these coaches letting us video it.
Yeah.
That helps
right.
a tremendous amount.
Well, and it's really good for the kids to be able to watch it. I know when we were leaving football games with my son after junior high football games this year, first thing he did is get in the car, he'd log on to Monterey Sports Network and see if the game was up yet. He wanted to go watch his plays and wanted to see how he did. So, So, this is big for the kids to be able to see themselves.
And these junior high kids are going to grow up with it.
That's right. Happy for them up the bat right now. We've got number 00, Callie Robertson. She is our catcher. She got a ball on that first strike, on that first pitch, so that gives us a 1-0 count. Here comes another pitch in, and that one was a pretty pitch right down the middle, so that gives her a strike. Brings our count 1-1 as we go into this. All right, we're coming back up again. Here we go. We're getting in position. Here comes the pitch. Here comes the pitch. She fouls that one hard out into the parking lot. And I think somebody's car got hit that time. Yep, that's seen that happen in this parking lot a number of days. So here we go. We're getting ready. We're getting back in her position. Callie's hungry. She wants a good hit here. Real high pitch right there. So she comes back. She backs out of that. She's smart on that one. That gives us a 2-2 count right now. Callie gets back in the box. Like I said, she's hungry. You can tell by her stance she wants to get her a big hit here. Here she comes. Just a little on the outside. That's a hard pitch. I commend Callie for not biting that one. That's one of those that you bite. I got to give the pitcher credit. She threw a good pitch.
That close, and you want to protect.
Yep.
That's a hard one to lay off.
That's a hard one to lay off of. So we got a full count here. Callie's back. Here comes the pitch. It's a little high. Callie gets to take her base. Here she goes to first. She's ready. She turns the corner. She's ready to run right now. Got next is number 11. Actually, this is who's 11? Number 11, Ava Underwood, and she's our right fielder, one of our right fielders. Here goes the throw. We got the steal and Callie makes it safe to second. So Miss Underwood gets back up here to bat. She comes up. She gets in her position. She gets ready for the next pitch. Right now it's 0-1 with that last one being a strike. There's no outs, but we got a runner on second. Here comes the windup. Here comes the throw. Pretty pitch down the middle. You got to capitalize those on as you're a batter right there. You don't get too many that good. You got to capitalize those. Here comes the windup. Little low. Got that. We got a steal right now. Thrown to third. Third baseman bobbles it a little bit. Gets Callie safe at third. Got Miss Underwood going back up to bat. Looks like the count is 1-2 right now. There's no outs. 3-8's the score with Clay County Bulldogs having the edge right now. All right, we got to wind up. We got to throw. And we swung on that one, but we couldn't quite make contact. That was a nice pitch coming in pretty fast on that go for a junior high pitch. So that we have our first out with the strikeout. We got Maddie Sparks coming up here, number 2. She's our third baseman. She's getting in the box here. She's ready to go. She's waiting on that pitch. Here it comes. She takes a swing at it. Doesn't quite connect with it that time. So we can go. We do have Callie's worked herself around to scoring position on third. So we're getting ready. Here comes the pitch. Madison bites that one again. So our count is 0-2 with 1 out, 1 runner on third. And the score is 8-3 with your Wildcats being on the short end of that deal today with the Clay County Bulldogs winning at this point. We got another strike. It was dropped. And Callie made it safe to first. Thought about going to second, decided not to. We got a runner. So we don't have no outs, but just have 1 out at that time thanks to that drop third strike rule. So we're sitting there. We got a runner at first, a runner at third, only 1 out with number Michaela Bowman, number 17, our left fielder coming up here to bat. She gets the throw. She fouls it out. Same car probably just got hit again.
Yeah, they moved it behind the building and then it got hit again. Safest place to park is Taco Bell, just make you a little walk.
Yeah. There's about one place up here up at this end of the field that's safe to park because when I was over here, I always park there. We got a strike on that pitch. And we got a steal from first to second. That gives us a count of 0-2. 3-8. There comes Bowman's getting ready to bat again. First base is open if the strike's dropped. I bet the strike was caught that time, so we do have 2 outs now. So that means the runner's out. We come up with 2 outs. Runners on second and third. And we're coming up to bat. We got Faith Natvick, number 7, coming up to bat. She's our first baseman. And she's getting ready to come out there, and she's getting ready to get in position and see what she can do. She's down. She's ready for this pitch. She's looking like she wants a piece of this ball really, really bad. And there it goes. She hits the ball and just about takes out her coach. I think she was aiming at him, to be honest with you.
John probably been running his mouth a little bit.
More than likely, knowing John Webb, he run his mouth a little bit, and she's just going to remind him who's in charge. We come up here and we get out there and we're ready to go. She's ready to hit again. This time she's going to try to straighten it out and get some runs scored. And she bid on that changeup a little early, so that gives us an 0-2 count. She steps out of the box to regroup. She's back in. Catcher's down in position. Pitcher stepping up to the rubber. Pitcher starts her windup. Here comes the pitch. Little low on that to the inside on that pitch, so that gives us a 1-3 count or 1-2 count. We come back up again, get back in position. Here we go. The pitcher's ready to start her windup. Here comes the windup. Here it comes. Little low again. Here we go
She's
again.
She's going to come high, I bet.
Yep. Yeah, more than likely, if she's going to try to control a high pitch. There's a high pitch, and we bid it, and it's gone, and that gives us our 3rd out.
She set her up on that.
Yeah. She set her up good on that one. And that's what a pitcher does, though.
Yep.
And, we had 2 runners in there ready to capitalize on scoring, and we just couldn't quite score on that. That inning right there could be the inning that beats us in this ball game.
Yep.
So we got to come back out in this 4th inning. We got to go do like we did do a repeat of the 2nd inning, go 3 up, 3 down, hold everybody into where they can't pad this lead. Right now they got a 5-point lead with 2 innings left to play. I've seen comebacks bigger than this before, but I'll tell you what, they're far and few between. So these Cats have really got to get out here and play. They got to hang their heads high, and they can't give up at this point. So as we come into this,
can't give up a run here for
you
sure.
You can't give up a run. We've got to hold them to these 8 points right now. Right now we're already in dangerous territory, so the thought of going up, giving up another run or something is really going to hurt us.
Number 16 is going to have to pitch her lights out right now.
She's going to have to pitch her lights out. If there's anybody out there in Monterey Sports Land that would like to sponsor Monterey Sports Network, we have a couple of innings that's open for sponsor right now. So if you would, just contact one of us and we'll get you in contact to do that. But if you'd like to support these kids out here in their endeavors, just let us know.
It'll make you feel good.
It will make you feel good.
It will.
And we're getting ready here to play. And here comes the warm-up pitches, and that's a very nice warm-up pitch that Miss Garthwaite just threw right there. She looks like she's got her head in the game right now. So here comes the come-down pitch. Our shortstop comes in. Short balls to the shortstop. Shortstop gets it. She tags the bag, throws it into first. We're ready to play ball in this inning right here. As we start out at the top of the 4th, scores 8-3 with Monterey. Up to bat for your Clay County squad is number 4, which is Ella, which is in their number 4 spot. You know she's going to be a power hitter being in that number 4 spot, so we got to really watch it here. We can't give her we can't let her get on the base here because she's a quick girl from what we've seen so far tonight, so you got to be able to keep those girls contained at this point. All right, here comes our wind-up. Getting ready to start. Here comes the wind-up. Here comes the pitch. Little on the inside. Got her jumping out of the box just a little bit there because it's coming right at her knees. We're getting ready to go back in here. And here we go. We're getting in that box. Here comes the wind up. Here comes the pitch. And she hits it right down the third baseline. Missed by the third baseman. And she's got at least 2 bases here. Looks like they're going to hold her up at a double on that hit. All right, we're coming back up here. We have number 12, which is Jenna, up to bat here. Jenna's getting ready to come up. She's getting her warm-up swings in. She's come up. Pitcher, catcher's ready. They're down in position. Batter's in position. Here comes the wind-up. Here comes the throw. Little to the inside. We're throwing it down to third. And the runner, the steal from second to third is safe. So we have a runner now at third in position to score. And we have our number 12, Jenna's up to bat. Yeah, we only have the first names of the Clay County batters. And we have a the second ball coming in on pitcher on the batter number 12, which is Jenna. So we got a 2-0 count now. Runner safe on third. Here we come out. Here comes the ball. Here comes the hard foul ball off of the right side fence. She's coming up, and that gives us a 2-1 count at this point in time. She's coming back up. She's getting ready. She's ready. She's in her position. Here comes the pitch. We got a hard foul ball off of the plate. So that gives us a 2-2 count. These Clay County girls are getting hungry when they're up here batting. And they're swinging at stuff, and
they're starting
making
to have
contact.
fun.
They're starting to have a lot of fun out here. So,
and hitting is contagious.
Hitting is contagious, and so is theirs.
Yes.
So we've got a shake out of both streaks at this point. And we just got a hard hit into center field. It's missed by the center fielder. Center fielder's running. Our batter's running third. The ball's through into the pitcher. We hold her up as a triple, but we did get an RBI. She did get an RBI out of that hit. So now we're going to number 11, which is Kylie, which is a left fielder. She's been pretty efficient batting so far in this game, so we're going to see how she can do coming out here in this. She's got down in her stance, kind of got a low stance there. Here comes the pitch. She takes a swing at it. So that gives us a 0-1 count going into the second pitch here. Got a runner on third, no outs, and the score at this point is 3-9. We got a hit right down the third base line into third base. Tried to throw home to make the tag to get the lead runner, and it is missed by the catcher. So we get another point scored, which will take them up to 10-3. And that will give us a runner on first, and we're going into the next batter. Umpire's cleaning off the plate a little bit. Going into our next batter, which is number 9, who is Avery. She's their second baseman. No pitch. They hadn't started the game yet again. So that pitch did not count. We got to get our head in this game and be able to control what's going on out here. And we got a hard hit. It's a foul ball right at their coach. He tried to catch it but didn't have any good.
It is 10.
It is 10, I think. Our scoreboard operator missed a point. We got a contest of the score.
Yeah.
We're going in for the pitch. We take another foul ball, so that's going to give us 0-2. She's staying alive. She's touching the ball every time.
She is.
Runner on first, who's ready to run just as soon as she can make contact with that ball.
I feel bad for Callie's catcher's helmet because
it keeps getting
she
slung
flings
on.
that, buddy.
Yeah, she does. Good thing helmets don't have feelings, right?
Ooh.
Here we go. Here comes the pitch. Hit. Missed by the first baseman. I think we had a hit right to the second baseman.
The umpire out there has out at second. Yep.
We got the out at second with the tag as she runs in. Tried to make it the first to make the.
And we're going to have another contested call.
Tried to make it out at first.
I'm pretty sure she tagged her.
Looked to me like she tagged her, and then our girl lifted her foot off the bag to keep her from getting that. She had to reach for the ball a little bit, so she wasn't able to get the out at first to make a double play. So we'll see what the conference here between the Blues come up with.
I don't think there's really a question, but you know
they got to discuss it if it's contested.
Got to make it right.
And she was ruled to still be out, I believe. She was out of the baseline is actually what they got her for. She tried to run around and judge it. So that's why the out was made. And we're getting back up here. Apparently she didn't tag her, but she did a procedural violation. We got number 1, Gracie S. up to bat. And she's a right fielder here for Clay County. And she comes in. She tries to bunt, but it's a foul ball.
That's one of those calls where you have to have 2 umpires. I've seen a lot of games here lately, and even in travel ball where they try to pull off 1 umpire.
It just don't work.
You'll miss that.
It don't work. I've seen it in baseball. I've seen it in softball. There's just too much going on out there for 1 ump to be able to handle that field. And we got a ball and a strike and that foul at there, so that's a 1-1. Runner on first is now on second with the steal. My guess is she's going to be at third pretty quickly here, trying to get herself in position to score, or at least try to be. And we got another strike right there, so we're at a 1-2 count. Get back up here. We're getting in line. Here we go. Here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch. We got a ball, and we have the third, steal to third. So now we have another runner in scoring position with 10-3 being the score with your Clay County leading at the top of this 4th inning. And so we're 2-2 on the count with 1 out. Here comes the pitch in. It was a little high. It's a ball, but got past the catcher, but the catcher scrambled, got the ball back out. Pitcher, Garthwaite, run back out there and covered the plate like she should have.
It's hard to steal here. The fence is so close to
you ain't got to.
Yeah.
It's not like the high school baseball field where if it gets by the catcher, you got to really run to do it. Here comes the pitch. We got a bunt, foul ball. It's 2 strikes and a bunt is a strikeout.
Yep.
If it's a foul ball. So we have a strikeout on that. So that gives us 2 outs, clearing it back to the very bottom of their lineup with number 3, Darcy, who's their catcher's up to bat. She's getting in her position. And we have a strike.
Pretty pitch.
On that first pitch is a very nice pitch. Runner's trying to play, so our girls decided to play with her a little bit. Tried to throw her out at third as she's coming back on the base, and didn't quite do it, but maybe got her a little scared. We got a foul ball, giving us a 0-2 count. 2 outs to go, 3-10's the score. The top of your 4th, we're hoping to get 1 more strike right here so we can end this inning. and go back in, regroup. We got to get some points on the board. Here we go. We got another foul.
Umpire's going to need another mask on the back of his head with some of these foul balls coming off that screen.
Yep, we're getting ready. Here comes the wind-up. Here comes the pitch. Oh, a nice hit into left field. 1 run scored. She rounds first. She's heading to second. They try to throw it into second on her, and she oversteps second with the shortstop getting the ball and tagging her out. Wildcats, maybe that's a good momentum builder for them. They seem to be pretty excited right now. They're going in. They're having a team conference. They got to come out here. They got to get some points on the board. Right now it's 11-3.
You're down to 6 outs.
You're down to
right. Yeah.
Yeah, Monterey's got 6 outs to get those points on the board, and quite honestly, we're probably even getting close to a run rule here with 8 points.
So I've tried looking at some run rules and having a hard time finding any for baseball or softball, and I've been digging through the TSSAA rules and stuff, and it's hard to.
It is hard.
Maybe I just ain't hold my tongue right, but I've had a hard time finding it. Run rules.
Anytime I've ever tried to dig through TSSAA, I've usually come up short.
Yeah.
It's hard to do. It's very hard stuff to do. We will ask when we get back, but I'm not sure what it is in junior high. I know there is one because we've been in games with it before.
Maybe I need to ask him what it is in junior high and high school, and then we can settle it.
That's right. That's true. It is.
He's been really good tonight anyway.
He has. I think he's.
He'll let us know.
Yeah, I think he will. I think the umpires we've had here tonight, they've been really good, especially with these younger junior high girls. They've done some teaching moments with them.
Yep.
They've called a very good straight game. I've not seen no bias either way tonight. I don't think anybody could argue with them. You're going to have coaches protest plays. That's what coaches do.
Right. Yep. That's part of the game.
That's part of the game. That's part of the strategy. That's part of getting in people's heads. But, we got these girls warming up. Looks like we got a new pitcher coming in for Clay right now, which is number 7, she's Reagan, who was their shortstop.
She seems like she's got an arm on her.
She does seem to have an arm on her right now. And, your other ones do a lot of pitches, so she's getting tired now. We'll see how this goes. We got, looks like Brooklyn Beatty's coming up to bat right now. She's number 59. She's been playing around out in the outfield some tonight from what I've seen. She's coming up to bat. She's getting in her position. She's getting ready. Here comes the ball getting ready to come in. We don't know nothing to judge by right now, and the ball's a little high.
She's just juiced a little bit. That's all right.
We got Brooklyn coming back up to bat. Got the pitcher coming in. She's got to get some jitters out right now.
Yeah, she's just juiced up a little bit.
Here comes the foul ball on that one, making the count 1-1.
Good foul ball. That was a strike anyway, so.
Yeah, she had to take it or it was going to be a strike, so you might as well at least go out a swing.
Put a swing on it, yep.
Here we go. We got another one out here. She's getting back in her position. Here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch. It's a little high, but we bit it, and we took a swing at that.
Way behind.
Yep. So now we're 1-2. We got to protect that plate, not allow them to get in our heads and let us swing at something we shouldn't.
We think seeing the same thing probably.
But if it's in there, you got to hit it.
Fastball high. Or low.
Little low on that one. And that gives us a 2-2 count. Right now there's no outs, and she's the first batter. We're going to see where we go. The ball comes in. We got to wind up. Here we go, a little high. So that gives us a full count right now at 3-2. So it's do or die time at this point. If it's junk, you got to let it go. But if it's in there, you got to hit it. You got to take that swing, at least foul it off to stay alive at this point. Here comes the pitch. We got a foul ball, and it's either going to hit somebody or somebody's car. So it looks like she got a good swing there to stay alive. She can just straighten one like that out. That's going to be a good base hit for us.
What you don't see, there's a pretty good crowd over here.
There is a nice crowd, honestly.
And Salina come well for a junior high.
Salina traveled well for a junior high game, and I commend all the parents on both teams that come to watch. All right, Brooklyn got the ball on that one, so she walked. She stayed alive with that thing. She's on first now. She's ready to go. We're back to our leadoff hitter. Number 42, Kaitlyn Shepard. Kaitlyn's getting ready to get up to bat. And she's out there. Brooklyn's getting her instructions from her coach on where to go next. Here we go. We're getting ready. This game's pretty long for a junior high game so far, as we've already won an hour and 36 minutes. And we take the swing and did not make contact, so that takes us down to start off with 0-1 on the count. Right now we have 10 viewers and 33 check-ins. We thank everybody out there listening and watching to us. We got a good game going on here. Our girls have just got to get some jitters out and get in here and play. Right now we got 0-2 on the count. We've got to make something happen here. We got to protect this plate. We've got to protect home here. Here it comes.
Change up. Wow.
Change up through in there, and
it just floated in there.
It just floated in. That was a very pretty change up right there.
It was.
And we didn't bite it when we should have on that one.
That's one, if you can see it coming, you can turn on it.
Yep. So we did that. We're just going to have to get back to number 2. Olivia Webb is our number 2 spot in the lineup. She's number 27, and she is second baseman. All right, Olivia comes back up. We got an 0-1 count. We got 1 out, 1 runner on first. Right now, their pitcher-catcher combination is doing pretty good right now. They're not letting anything by them, not allowing their runner to steal. I think they brought in this pitcher when they needed to for their strategy. She's really doing well out there.
Yeah.
And we're having trouble with the change in speed. All right, Olivia Webb makes a good hit. She makes it
very good hit
right into the edge of center field. And Brooklyn's running to third. And Olivia's held up at first, so we got a split on the corners right now. With their 1 out, 3-11 is the score. We've really got to start capitalizing, getting some of these runners in off the base. All right, number 16, Laura Garthwaite's up to bat. She's number 3 slot in our lineup. She's our pitcher. She's definitely a capable hitter here, so she's getting ready. Here comes the windup and the pitch, and here it comes. And we bit that one, and we had the 1-3 split with the steal going to second. But no one bid on that where we could try to get the third.
I've told my boy, I said, when you got a pitcher that throws so hard, all you got to do is put the bat on it. Everything else will take care of itself.
That's right.
You just got to put the bat on it, though.
Now, here comes the pitch.
There's that change up.
That change up again. Have to give number 7, Reagan, here credit. She's got a really good change up in her pitch.
That's not just a couple miles an hour difference. That's
that's a good difference. I know when my daughter pitches, I wish she had that kind of difference sometimes in her change up and her fast pitch. She's good. She's got a pretty hard pitch and a pretty slow change up. So here comes in, and we got a strikeout looking for 2 outs. We've still got runners on second and third. We got 2 outs to end this inning out, and hopefully we won't end this inning out on this batter. Callie's coming up in the 4th spot. Now, Callie can make some contact with the ball here. So we got to get Callie hopefully in here. She can get her on this ball. She's got to adjust. She's batted twice with this other pitcher, so this one's going to be different.
And she makes do. That almost had the cop car.
Yeah. And almost had the cop car. I heard a bang on the side somewhere, but no glass.
That's worth like $5 or something if you take out the cop car.
It should be. It should be. Callie gets back up. She can just straighten that out. She's going to have a good hit here. All right, Callie's getting ready. That gives her 0-1 in the count. Here comes the wind up. Here comes the pitch. Pretty fast high ball right there. So that takes us into this next pitch. We're 1-1. 2 outs. 11-3 is the score with Clay County having the – Clay County's got the advantage right now. We're at the bottom of the 4th. As we come up, we have a wind up. And it was to the inside. So we got 2-1 is the count. Our 4th inning sponsor is the Live Well Medical Center. Live Well Medical Clinic and Spa is our 4th inning sponsor, located in downtown Monterey. Offers a wide array of medical services. To book an appointment or check out their various services, visit them on Facebook at Live Well Spa, all one word, or call 931-839-6642. Again, that's 931-839-6642.
Now, if it was basketball, Neil Markham would have been giving you a whole massage while you're doing that.
That's true. We got 3-1 is the count right now for Callie. Looks like John Webb might need one of those massages right now, looking at the way this game's going at this point. Here comes the pitch in. Pitch is high. She takes her base. That loads up the bases for Monterey.
And the most dangerous position in this game is probably the batter after Callie because she throws the bat.
We got number 11, which is Ava Underwood. She's coming up to bat. She's ready. She's back in her stance. Here comes pitcher into the rubber. She comes up. She winds up. She throws in. Nice fastball. We got to be able to capitalize on those pitches like that.
Yeah.
Got to be able to capitalize on those pitches. Bases are loaded, which our bases loaded sponsor is Larry Wiley. Larry Wiley is the managing agent at the Farm Bureau in Monterey and serves Putnam, Overton, and Cumberland counties. For your comprehensive insurance review and appointment, call Larry Wiley today, 931-584-0042, 931-584-0042. We had Miss Underwood was hit by a pitch, which advanced her to first on a dead ball, which also advanced into the runner on third into home to give us another point, which is 11-4. Points are points, though, guys.
That is. That's a hard pitch to take.
And our batter right now is number 2, Miss Maddie Sparks. Pitch was a little high, so first she starts out 1-0. Here comes the next pitch in. Little to the outside. Catcher tried to frame it in there. Just didn't quite work. Good framing job, though.
Gotta try.
Gotta try. That's part of the game. Bases loaded. Here comes the pitch. 2-1's the count now after that one. Maddie went for that one. Looks like she's coming up, getting ready to hit again. Gets back in her position. Pitcher's on the rubber. Pitcher winds up. Here comes the pitch in. Nice pass ball down the middle. We struck that one. Could not quite touch it. 2-2's the count. 2 outs. 4-11's the score with Monterey being trailing by 7 here. We're at the bottom of the 4th. Here comes the next pitch. Pitch is a little low. That gives us a 3-2 count. So we got a full count here. 2 outs, bases loaded, bottom of the 4th.
No pressure.
No pressure at all. This pitch means a lot at this point in the ball game.
Pitcher and batter.
Pitcher and batter, absolutely. A lot of pressure here. All right, and that was another ball. She walked in another, and that gives us 5-11. It's like we got time for a meeting on the mound at this point. Our trip to the mound sponsor is A1 Auto Repair, Expert Auto Repair, everything from battery exchanges to complicated engine repair. Located at 12636 Monterey Highway 70. Give them a call at 931-839-3013. Again, that's 931-839-3013. Let them boys take care of your automotive needs down there. Real good guys down there. I guarantee you they'll do you right.
If your car can't make the trip, go see A1.
Yeah. All right, here we come for the windup. Here we go. They did not change pitchers. We got a ball, so we start at the count 1-0 with number 17. Number 17 is Kaitlyn Bowman. So she's ready. She's ready for the next pitch. She wasn't wasting no time getting back and ready. Here comes the pitch. It's a little high, but she swung at it. So we've got to watch those pitches. We got 1-1 coming in right now. These girls are hungry. Hopefully they can use tonight and learn a lot from it as they start a pretty heavy schedule this week. We got another strike right there, making it 1-2. 2 outs, 5-11, 6-point deficit for the Wildcats right now. Bases are loaded, so we got to make contact if we can here. We did make contact. Unfortunately, it was right into the glove of the second baseman, who made a great low catch there to end out the inning. So we go into the top of the 5th right now, and the last inning with your Wildcats trailing with a deficit of 6. Okay. So we're sitting here. We're getting a little education over here. We're getting ready to go out on the field. We got to make a quick 3 up, 3 down here to even have a chance at this. After we make that 3 up, 3 down, then we got 1 inning here. We got to get out there and we got to put our bats on some balls and we got to run like the wind. And it can be done. I've seen crazier before.
Got a little information.
That's
the
good.
Standard rule here on run rules is 15 after 3. He said now coaches can agree at the plate meeting to add to that. He said like tonight they did 15 after 3 or 10 after 4. But the standard is 15 after 3.
Okay.
And that includes junior high and high school.
Okay. That's good information to know. You know, I've been around junior high. I've been around rec ball, then junior high ball, and we've been around high school ball now, and I've been around some tournaments as far as travel leagues. The problem is everybody plays by just slightly different rules.
Yes.
And when you get into travel ball play, you've always got a time limit going on. Sometimes in a pool game, it's going to be drop dead, and it's going to be finish inning when you get out of it.
Right.
Once you get out of pool play into bracket play. So it's all a lot different, and you got to keep up with those rules. And what's bad as a coach is when you get out there and protest something and you're in the wrong league. Not that I would know. But as you do this, you know, you got to learn. You got to learn these high school sports.
Yeah.
I know when we started the rec league here, me and John Webb out here coaching this team were two of the ones that was really instrumental in trying to work to get it back. When we started it, we made sure we played by high school, junior high rules when we did it because we wanted these girls ready for that. A lot of your youth leagues won't do drop third strike. They won't do some of these things out here, but we wanted these girls to be ready when they hit high school.
And, you know, you usually see them struggle with a couple of games with that, but they learn really quick.
They learn really quick.
So you do kind of.
I had a coach once that didn't know what drop third strike was. He learned really quick, too, when I sent a runner to third base for him. So, you know, there's a lot of. No, we haven't. But we got a ball for that first pitch. Number 7, Reagan, is there, and she got that ball in that first one, starting out the count 1-0 in this inning. We still have Garthwaite pitching for Monterey. Callie still behind the plate. Looks like Faye still at first. Olivia still at second. Ball just a little on the inside. Looks like Kaitlyn Shepard still at short, and Madison Sparks is still at third. And quite honestly, my eyes ain't good enough to tell who's in the outfield right now. Got another ball, so this batter, number 7, Miss Reagan, she's definitely ahead in the count right now. So Haley's come back to the plate. She's winding up. Throws it in there. That was a pretty pitch right there. Pretty pitch. So she's getting her groove back on after being in the dugout for a few minutes. Haley's definitely a capable pitcher. Let's see her come up. She can go in. Was a ball right there. We need to watch that steal to second. Clay County is notorious for doing that on a walk. She gets back on her base. She's ready to go. We've got number 4, Jade. She's that southpaw getting back in that box. Tonight we've struggled a little bit with that southpaw, so hopefully we can straighten that out and get going. Here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch. Pretty pitch right there. Pretty pitch. Right where it needed to be. We've got a steal to second right there, so we got a runner on second now. No outs. Second runner.
Yeah, the left fielder.
Fifth inning sponsor is Halcomb Realty and Auction. That's Bill Halcomb Realty and Auction, and is an affiliate of United Country Real Estate. Bill has experience, insight, connections to both sell your property and find you property you're looking for. Bill is located at 801 South Willow in Cookeville, and you can reach Bill at 931-526-7718. Again, that's 931-526-7718, or email at billhalcomb@gmail.com. billhalcomb@gmail.com. I'm sorry, I was just corrected. We're getting ready to go back in here. We got a count of 0-1. Top of the 5th, 5-11. Clay County to the advantage. They are the visitor team here, so we have a hard, not a real hard hit, but a hit well placed right in front of the third baseman. Third baseman gets it, holds up the runner that was on second, but we do have a safe at first to load up the first 2 bases there. We have number 10, Baylor's coming up to bat. Baylor's had a good night up here batting. I'm sure she wants to continue that streak. Haley wants to end it here. She winds up. She throws it in, and we have a ball. We also have a 2 steals, second to third and first to second. So we put our runners into scoring position and open up that first base. Count is 1-0 at this point. No outs. Here comes the pitch. Pitch was a little low. It bounced off the catcher. Runner on third steals home. Padding that lead a little bit, 12-5. Our runner on third runs into second, runs into third. And here we go. Here we go. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. She puts the ball into play straight to the pitcher. Pitcher throws it to 1. They turn around, they check, they hold the runner at third. Gives us 1 out. 5-12, still the score. Top of the 5th. 1 out. We're falling down into lower into their lineup. We have number 4, which is their 4th spot in their lineup, coming down. She's been pretty consistent tonight, so she's coming up wanting to help improve her record a little bit. Got a runner at third in scoring position, and we see a hard hit past the shortstop into outfield. They throw it into second, hold her up with the single, but we do have 1 RBI out of that for her hit. That's going to make the score 13-5, with Clay County having the advantage right now. 1 out. Number 12, Jenna, up to bat. She's their center fielder. Here she comes up. She's got her confidence up, and she's ready to go in here and make another hit. And Haley's trying her best to keep her from it. Here comes Haley. She's on the rubber. She winds up. She comes back and pitches. She swings at a low pitch. Gives us a strike to start out the count in the lead with a 0-1. Our runner on first is still a second on that as it went past our catcher. As we do that, we're getting ready here. We got they're getting ready. Our Garth Wade, our pitcher, is focused. Here comes the pitch. She gives her 1. She puts into play. We get the out on first. Runner advances to third, but is held up at third instead of getting a point. So now we got 2 outs. Top of the 5th, 2 outs. 13-5, so we're in an 8-point deficit. 2 outs, new batter. The batter is Number 11, Kylie. We got an aggressive back runner on third. We're trying to keep her under check, running her back to the bag. We have 13-5 lead for the Clay County Lady Bulldogs right now. 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. Pitch was a little high. That gives us a 1-1 count. As we come back into position here. We're getting ready. We're getting ready to line back up. And here comes the wind up. Here comes the pitch. Pitch is high over the catcher's head. That gives us a 2-1 count. Catcher scrambles back to the plate, walks the girl back to third. We got Blues cleaning off the plate right now. Everybody's getting back in position. Batter's in position. Umpire's in position. Gives the signal. Catcher's in position. Wind up, throws low into the inside. That gives us a 3-1 count. 2 outs. And with the Bulldogs still got that 8-point lead at this point. Top of the 5th. This will be the last inning of regulation play unless something does happen where Monterey comes back and ties this game. So we're sitting here. We take a pretty strike, giving us a full count. 2-3-2 and 2 outs. Runner on third. 5th inning. 13-5. Clay County's advantage. Here comes the pitch. Pretty pitch right down the middle. Struck out while she was looking. Good pitch, Haley Garthwaite. That takes us into the bottom of the 5th. These Wildcats, if they want to stay alive, they got to come out with bats a-blazing and runs a-running. Thank you. Sitting here waiting around, or Clay County's heading back to the field to warm up. After this, my understanding is we're going to play a JV game tonight. So we get some of the young girls out here to get some time in. This has been a very long game for a junior high game as we're hitting the 2-hour mark right now. Generally on nights like this, the JV games go quick. They pretty much bat their lineups and go from there. Just to make sure every girl gets a chance to bat through. So we'll see how that works out and go from there. Who does? High school baseball. We play in Pickett County at the MHS at the Loop. At the Mama Loop Ballpark. The MHS baseball is going to come out. They're going to try to get back on their game after a hard night Saturday. And so that game will be broadcast here on the Monterey Sports Network. Also, don't forget that the Monterey Lady Wildcat softball are going to be in action varsity only at Red Bowling Springs tomorrow at 5. So let's wish everybody safe travels traveling over that far. And I will be sending updates along. It may be when I get home before I send an update because my cell phone don't work the best over there in Macon County. So it may be late before an update comes in tomorrow night, but I'll give you an update. If I got service, I'll give you updates along throughout the game. And we're ready to get going. Hopefully they can get that district mojo back going again and get that win like they did against Clay County last Tuesday. I'll also be giving updates Friday night as they travel to Oliver Springs for varsity only play. Here comes a windup. Here comes a pitch. And we have strike one on our first batter, which is number 7, Faith Natvick. Faith Natvick. And she's our first baseman. Here we have a pitch. Change up, little high, making the count 1-1. We got 1-1. Here we come up. I think all these girls are getting a little tired right now. There comes the pitch. We bid it. That gives us a 1-2 pitch count right now. We're getting ready. We're getting back into position. We got 1-2, no outs. First batter of the inning. We're at the top of the fifth with Monterey in an 8-point deficit right now. We've got to get these bats a-blazing. 2-2's the count now after that last pitch. Batter's back in the box. Catcher's ready. Umpire's ready. We got to wind up. We got to pitch. We're on the strike right there. So that gives us 1 out.
Yeah, it's right on the inside corner.
We're at the point right now we can't afford those kind of outs at this point. We've got to do what we can. That's right. If it's close, we got to just try to get some hits. We got Brooklyn Beatty, number 59, coming up. I think she's been playing some in right field tonight. She's back in her position. Brooklyn can be a power hitter here, and we need that right now. Little low right there. She had a good eye. She didn't bite that one. So now we're getting ready for the next. It's back in the box. She's getting back to her swing. We got the wind up. Here comes the pitch. Pretty good pitch. She puts her bat on it. Pretty well placed. Second baseman picks it up and just barely beats her to the bag on that play. She got a good piece of the ball anyway. That gives us 2 outs. Don't put us in a good setting right now. We have 9 viewers. We have had 40 playbacks, play-ins. We got or check-ins. We got 2 likes, and we've had 8 concurrent viewers right now. That's pretty good for a junior high game that we didn't have much to do with. You know, we've had a lot of aunts, uncles, grandmas, grandpas that couldn't make games that really like our program here, what we're doing. It gives these girls a chance to be watched even when somebody can't make it to the game. It's been really good with the COVID scare that's been going on in this country right now. Probably a lot of people's got to watch their kids and grandkids play. We're at 2-0 in the count right now with number 42, our leadoff, Kaitlyn Shepard, up the bat. Or she's trying to get up there and hoping that she can get see if we got a ball coming in. We got 3 balls coming up now, so Kaitlyn's ahead in the count. Hopefully she'll get something. Just got a message from Vice Principal Novak that he's watching at home. So it's good to see him out, at least getting to watch the girls at home and supporting them. Number 42, Kaitlyn Shepard, gets put on base. That's really probably not a good move on their part because she is a fast runner. And she's definitely a skilled runner at this point. We got number 27, Olivia Webb, coming up the bat. And she's getting ready to hit. And we got a ball right there, but then we come in. They try to do the throwdown. Kaitlyn beats the ball in and gets her stolen base. That puts her in second. And so just got a picture of somebody in the living room that's showing the ball. You can see the cage in front of us and all. So good to know we're appreciated at this point. Here we come up with the windup. Ball's a little low, giving us 2-0. Got a runner on second. She couldn't get a steal right there. We still got 2 outs, so we're still staying alive right now. Olivia's getting ready to get back in the batter's box. Catcher's ready, umpire's ready, pitcher's getting ready to step up to the rubber. Pitcher starts her windup. Here she comes, and here's the pitch. It's way high. And that gives us a count of 3-0. 2 outs. 13-5 is the score right now. I mean, we're at the point we got to do something. So Kaitlyn's wanting that steal awful bad. We've got a strike, making it 3-1. Kaitlyn still held up at second right there. But you can't say it ain't for a lack of effort trying to get that chance to run right now. Here comes the ball. Here comes that pitch. Here it comes, a little low. Walked her on ball. So we put our runners on first and second. 2 outs. Garthwaite's up to bat. Garthwaite's a very capable batter here. she can get a piece of this ball, we are in pretty good shape here. We're back to 2 outs. Again, 13-5 on the scoreboard. Bottom of the 5th. We're getting ready. We need some hitting right here. Need to knock in some runs. And we bit that one. Nice pitch by the pitcher. We got a strike right there. That puts us down in the count 0-1 as we start at this batter. And now we're back in, getting back, going back up on the shoulder. Got our stance ready. Here comes Garthwaite's pitch. She puts it in there, and she swings at it. And Kaitlyn still ain't able to get that steal to third. Catcher's doing a really good job of keeping that ball in her glove and getting it through back to the pitcher. As we're getting ready to go here comes the pitch in. We let that one go. There's a ball. Catcher kept it out of her gloves. We got 2 runners advanced on stolen bases. Puts Kaitlyn Shepard in on third base, waiting to do. We've got another runner back on second, Olivia Webb. And Garthwaite's up in her stance. Here comes the ball in. It's a little high. That gives us a 2-2 count. And still runners on second and third, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th with the Clay County Lady Bulldogs winning 13-5. Again, that's 13-5. And that gives us a full count right there, including outs. We got 3, 2, and 2. 5th inning. A strike right here ends the ball game. So no pressure. We've got Garthwaite on base there, and she strikes, and that is a ball game at that point. Got to give it to Clay County. They come out to play. They had their bats on tonight. They played good defense. I think what won this game for them is they had less errors in the end.
Yep.
And we got to work on those errors, get those down. When you ain't been on the field in a week and a half, that definitely plays with your game. So we can do that. They're lining up right now to go across the field and I guess get ready to play that JV game. We're about to take a break from the broadcast for a minute, stretch our legs for a minute. This is Jeff Elrod, and we'll be back in a minute. Thank you.
Neighbors helping neighbors, that's what the VEC Customers Share Fund accomplishes. Participating customers round up their monthly bill to the nearest dollar. The extra money goes into a shared fund that supports Monterey High School sports and academics, as well as other community projects throughout the VEC area, making Monterey and surrounding communities an even better place to live. Make your change count today and sign up for the VEC Customers Share Program.
Monterey Foods, your hometown grocery store. From the time you enter their door until your groceries are carried to your car, you'll be treated as a valued customer. Come by and see Danny and his staff today. And remember, they have fresh cut meat daily, and check out their weekly specials at Monterey Foods on Facebook. They're located at the corner of Holly and Stratton in Monterey, or just give them a call at 931-839-2434. That's 931-839-2434.
If you're looking for honest, dependable, and experienced shop to have your vehicle repaired, check out A1 Auto Repair just outside of Monterey on Highway 70. Bill, Tim, and Kurt have the knowledge and experience to handle almost any auto repair need you may have. From wiper blades to major engine repair, they provide expert, reasonable solutions to keep your vehicles on the road. Go by there and see them today or call them at 931-839-3013. That's 931-839-3013. Go Wildcats!
Live Well Medical Clinic and Spa, located in downtown Monterey, offers primary care and telemed services, same-day DOT physicals and sports physicals, weight loss programs, and various types of massage therapy, including pregnancy, sports, deep tissue, and relaxation. To book an appointment, visit them today on Facebook at Live Well and Spa, all one word, or call 931-839-6642. That's 931-839-6642.
Larry Wiley is a proud supporter of Monterey High School and junior high school sports, as well as academics. Being the Monterey Farm Bureau agent, Larry serves Putnam, Overton, and Cumberland counties with auto, home, health, and life insurance. For a comprehensive insurance review appointment, you can call Larry at 931-584-0042. That's 931-584-0042.
Hello, everybody. We're back here. We're getting ready to get back into action here. The JV teams are out there warming up. We got some little girls and some pretty good sized girls out there on both teams. There's some of them are taller than the others, and always good to see these JV games. You get to see the next generation coming up to play. Yes, they're going to make a few mistakes on both sides, and yes, they're going to do some good plays on both sides, but that's what they do to learn. These JV games are crucial for building up your next year's program. So as we're looking out here, we get to see a lot of them. I'm assuming that they're not sure who all's going to go out there for Monterey just yet. And I don't think I've even got a name for the Clay County roster for their JV yet. But we're going to set out here and we're going to video this game. Not sure what the format is. Many times these JV games are just going to be something little more simple. A lot of times you don't even have a ump out there that will govern these. They'll be kind of umpired by the coaches. This is more of a learning experience here. If we can ever get John Webb here close enough, we will ask him what the format of this play is going to be, just so we know and can tell you people. Looks like we got our pitchers warming up over here, a pitcher catcher. I'm just glad to see all these youths out here playing sports. It's a lot better than them sitting at home on their computer and playing video games all the time. So we do got a good crowd out here. I've seen several junior high students out here that's out here running around, talking, playing, but they're also out here supporting their classmates and their teams, and that's awesome. Anytime you see the students out here supporting these girls. I mean, you know, you got a lot of sports. You got football, they get a lot of support. Basketball's probably second in there. These baseball, softball players, these volleyball players, a lot of times they don't get a lot of support from the school, from anybody but just parents, grandparents, maybe a few friends come in from time to time. So anytime you do this, I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure that I'm not sure that we don't have a little bigger crowd here than we have at some of the high school games. So that's pretty awesome to see that kind of turnout for a junior high game. Just got an update from the junior high baseball game tonight. They had a rough night, just like our junior high Lady Cats did here. They lost 10-2 to the Stone Memorial squad. So, 3A squad. That's a 3A school. and they're a feeder program now. Cumberland County, unlike the past for every sport but basketball, has actually come out and they've grouped their schools together instead of trying to make a school for everyone. So you got a Stone squad and a CCHS squad, even though there's about 4 middle schools feeding each of those. So they're always a good stacked team out there, and Stone usually seems to have the advantage when it comes to players.
Speaking about Stone and CCHS, I do know that they got added to our football schedule for this year. For
yes,
high
they
school.
did. They
So,
got
I believe CCHS will be home and Stone should be away, I do believe.
yeah,
So-
CCHS will be home, Stone will be away. We've got a lot bigger schools than we're used to playing this year on this deal. Of course, we're all going 2A next year. As we get out there for 2A, I mean, it's going to be one of those things where it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, and I think Scott's going to have them playing against whoever you put in front of them. They're going to compete 100%.
Coach Hughes and
No.
his boys, they've never been one to back down from a challenge.
Nope.
And, you only grow from playing those bigger teams
Well,
like that.
Scott could have went from, instead of scheduling 3A, 4A, 5A teams, he could have scheduled more Pickett counties and the single A's, but instead he's went out and almost made his schedule even harder. So, but I do believe we do have Pickett County on the schedule for next year too.
Yeah, we do
It's
have.
probably, I want to assume, homecoming, but could be
More than
wrong.
likely, it is going to be a home. It's actually going to be a home series for the next 2 years.
Okay.
So that's going to be a big win for Monterey right there. Well, just a big win having 2 home games. Well, no matter what we do on the field. So as we do that, we are going to throw out thing to a couple sponsors right now. We got Mr. Danny Todd and his Thunder Valley Motocross. Danny Todd's also the owner of Monterey Foods. A good local guy here in town, takes care of all of our kids and their sports. But Danny Todd also owns the Thunder Valley Motocross at 250 Eccles Cemetery Road down in Rickman, Tennessee. And he's having a qualifier race this weekend for the Mid-East Loretta Lynn Series. That's going to be March 25th through the 27th. Racing starting at 9 a.m. every day. I'm telling you what, if you just want something to do this weekend, drive down there, support Danny, as he always supports us, and, go down there and watch some good motorcycle racing. I'm sure there'll be some good motorcycle racing down there. Also, let's throw a little love out to First Volunteer Bank. They're our broadcast sponsor here. They sponsor our booth here. They're your neighborhood bank, and remember them that they're the bank with personality. They're at 210 East Commercial Avenue, Monterey. 931-646-5501. Again, that's 931-646-5501. Call them for your banking needs and just tell them that Monterey Sports Network sent you. And right now, there's another chance for you to show the Monterey Sports Network some love. If you're looking for, we are looking for a 6th and 7th inning sponsor right now. If you would be willing to sponsor that, these junior high games may not have a 6th and 7th inning, but these high school games do, and most of the time they go into that 6th and 7th inning. And we would like to have a sponsor. It ain't that we're wanting money for us. We're wanting money for these kids to be able to do this for the kids. I speak personally, as my son is a junior high football player this year, going to be a high school football player last year. Soon as we was getting the truck to leave a ball game, first thing he said is, "Has Sports Network got the broadcast up yet?" He'd go on there, he'd look at his plays, he'd love watching the stuff he did right, and he'd get mad at himself for the stuff that was wrong. So, he grew from these broadcasts, and it tickled him that he could show these broadcasts, and that his grandparents sitting at home in Crossville, Tennessee, if they couldn't make it to a game, could sit there and love that. And now that's a testimony from firsthand experience from me in those games that I wasn't broadcasting. But, everybody that does these games, we all do it for a love for the kids. Nobody makes nothing. We're all volunteer network. But we're doing that for the love of the kids right now, and we just want these kids to have the opportunity. And we've done some good programs. We've got some good accolades from the people, but it's a good way to get your name out there to the community. And I guarantee you we'll throw you some love out there in these games. Even if we don't get a chance, we'll throw you some out in the post-game show.
Absolutely.
So if you want to do that, message Monterey Sports Network, message Mr. Rick McNeil, message myself. I'll put you in contact with Rick or Wayne the Beard Brown over here, and he'll put you in contact with it. But we're just trying to keep this thing going.
Wayne the Beard cameraman.
Beer got a little cool.
Yeah.
I go get a hoodie.
Yeah. I had to go down there and get my coat, too. It's getting chilly out here. We're in between games, so y'all
dear.
hang in here with us. Guys, you want to take another break right before we start this JV game?
We're going to take another quick break before we start this JV game, get a word from some of our loving sponsors.
At First Volunteer Bank, we're not just a community bank. We're a bank that's here for our community. We know our customers by name and treat them like family. And we're here to serve our community however we can. Whether it's teaching financial literacy in our local schools or collecting and donating thousands of canned food items each year to local food banks, we're a part of your community. If you're looking for a community banking relationship, we make it easy for you to switch because we're here to help you every step of the way, right down to a local person on the other end of the phone to assist you when you need it. First Volunteer Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Monterey Drugs, our focus is on you. You're not just a number, you're our neighbor. We'll get to know you so we can give you the best personal service you deserve. Monterey Drugs, your hometown pharmacy, is a proud sponsor of Wildcat Sports. Located on Elmore Street, right next to the dollar store. You can call them today at 931-839-6777. That's 931-839-6777. Monterey Drugs wishes the best for Monterey High School sports and academics.
IDK Cafe, 124 East Commercial Avenue in Monterey, are proud supporters of Monterey Wildcats. Check their Facebook page at IDK-CAFE for an up-to-date menu as well as daily specials, with their newest menu item being the Wildcat Burger Combo. They're open Tuesday through Sunday from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. and reopening Friday and Saturday nights from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. Jeannie and staff encourages every Monterey student to be the best they can be at academics as well as athletics. Go by and see them today at the corner of Chestnut and Commercial. Look them up on Facebook or give them a call at 931-584-0174. That's 931-584-0174.
Has your vehicle developed any loud muffler noises? Have you noticed annoying exhaust fumes? Or are there rattles coming from your exhaust system? At Tay's Muffler and Repair Shop, they can solve all your muffler and exhaust issues. Johnny has over 20 years experience, state-of-the-art equipment, and is honest and reasonable. Just located outside of Monterey on 12539 Monterey Highway, you can reach them at 931-839-3927. That's 931-839-3927. Tay's Muffler is a proud supporter of Monterey High School sports. Absolute Fitness is the Upper Cumberland's premier fitness facility. Absolute Fitness has 2 floors and over 15,000 square feet. The upstairs boasts live fitness circuit machines and tons of cardio equipment. The downstairs has the most complete free weight equipment in the state. Locally owned by IFBB Pro Jen Facento and her husband Vinny, it's a true hometown family gym. Whether you work out, tan, or enjoy a sauna, it's all one price. There's never sign-up fees or contracts. Absolute Fitness is located at 444 South Jefferson, across from Kroger. Call them today for more info at 931-526-2500.
All right, we're back here getting ready to go into this JV game. Pitchers are getting warmed up. We're getting everybody ready here to go. Looks like Monterey pitchers warming up.
It's going to be Skyla.
We're trying to get a line card here so we can figure out who some of these people are here. Looks like Skyla Blaylock is pitching.
J.C. Lane's at first.
All right, we got our line card. We got a little bit out of kilter here. We got number 88, Skyla Blaylock pitching. We've got, what's that number on the catcher there?
9.
Number 9, Mackenzie Bowman is catching. Looks like J.C. Lane is out on first base, and she is number 30.
That's number 24 at second.
First pitch hits the batter. That was number 9. We don't have a layout for all of their players at this point, so we can't call them by name right now.
Oh.
Number 1's coming up to bat. She's our second batter. Still not sure of the format here. And we're getting ready to go. We got everything coming up. 1 is Gracie S. here. We do have her from the varsity game. And our runner on first just stole to second. It was bobbled. She goes to third. It's thrown out, and it's overthrown to third also, or actually underthrown. It went down low where she couldn't get it, rolled by her. We're looking at number 14 is shortstop on Monterey's team, which is, let's see here. Well, I said 14. I must have misread that number. Short, we got a girl stealing from home, and she come in. She got stole. Looks trying to see what they called it. Safe her out. It was an awful close steal there. Our little catcher hustled back to the plate and tried to do it. I still don't know what the call is right now. So
I'll make
see.
that call. That was an out.
I believe it looked pretty close to one to me, but I wasn't able to say for sure. We got a pretty wild pitch there. It goes by, so that gives us a ball 1. And it sounds like they even Clay County agreed that she was out on that one.
Yeah.
So she got out.
I know.
We got our 4th ball right there. She goes to first. Got a little bit of organized chaos right here.
Just a little bit.
And we got some of our high school players out there calling this ball game as far as the balls and strikes. And looks like my daughter, Dixie Elrod's out there behind the plate trying to call the balls and strikes. Probably a safe move without gear not to be behind the plate back here. As we come in here, we got a strike on that one, looks like. Got a throw down, stop the throw. We've got, looks like the count
2-0.
is 2-0 is what the official count is right now. I actually thought there'd been 3 pitches thrown. And we hit the runner, which makes a dead ball, but that adapted the second to the first base runner to second as that advanced her. We're getting ready to come up. We got number 11 coming up to bat, which was Kylie, which is the left fielder on the varsity squad also. And as our pitcher winds up, she throws a pretty high pitch. We got to throw down to third base, stop the run, stop the steal. As we come out there, we're getting back up here. We're taking a little wind up. We're taking a pitch. And we go in from there. And Skyla Blaylock is the pitcher. And Skyla's a good little player. I've seen her play for a lot of years here at Monterey on these youth leagues and stuff.
My little girl had to hit against her, or try to hit against her. She was pretty hard to hit.
She's a good pitcher. She's just on the young end out here at this junior high stuff. She just hit her another batter, but I think she's going to take her base, which is going to load up the bases as we come up here. Skyla's kind of struggling a little bit here tonight. Hopefully she can get back in her groove here. Our first inning sponsor is Monterey Foods. Monterey Foods is your hometown, has fresh cut meat daily, and check in on their weekly specials on Facebook. At Monterey Foods, corner of Holly and Stratton in Monterey at 931-839-2434. Again, that's 931-839-2434. We had a steal come in, and they got a point on the steal there. Actually, I guess it was as a walk.
Yeah.
Is another hit as a walk.
Yeah.
We also got a trip to the mound here. John Webb out there talking to his thing. Trip to the mound is sponsored by A1 Auto Repair. Expert auto repair, everything you need from exchanges and for battery exchanges to complicated engine repair. located at 12636 Monterey Highway 70. Give them a call at 931-839-3013. Again, that's 931-839-3013.
2 balls.
We've got a ball here. We're trying to stop the steal at this point.
All right, Jeff. So Skyla's thrown really inside. Like she's hit 3 or 4 already.
Yes.
I noticed on the rubber she is all the way on the right-hand side of the rubber.
Yeah.
Would it not help to move her over? Or
Probably. That would probably help
Behind her.
because she is coming up pretty
everything
far
that
to the
she's
right.
pitched has been, really inside or behind
Right.
the right-handed batters.
Sure it has been. She's definitely doing on the inside tonight. She needs to adjust her pitch location and her stance, and also probably another good thing would be if you had your catcher to maybe frame out to the outside a little bit also.
Okay, yeah.
And but these girls are young. That's what they're out here for. They're learning that.
Call that
Yeah.
a strike.
Yeah,
That was a strike.
I would call that one a strike. That was actually a really good pitch. And here comes another one. This one's a little high, but she's kind of bringing it back out to the outside a little bit like she needs to.
Walk one in.
Yeah. Then unfortunately we just walked one in right there. I think there's a little confusion going on out here on the field. All right, there we go. Everybody's advancing in like they should at this point. Not sure how we're going to, like I said, I'm not sure on the format yet. Haven't been able to talk to Mr. Coach Webb at this point.
It's a ball.
And that one was a ball for that first pitch. All right, we're getting ready to wind up. We're getting ready for our next pitch. Here comes the wind
hitter.
up. Hitter, which that right there causes another run to be walked in as she goes to first. And with bases loaded, that brings it in. They're ending the inning at that. Ever how many that was?
3, 4.
Probably
like
batted
3-0.
around or
Don't know if they batted all the way around or not. We only had one out. A lot of times they'll do six batters.
okay.
And like I said, there's a lot of different ways to do this. When we get attention here, I'll try to either get Zach or John over here and see if we can get a little feedback on this. And
Of course, they're giving your girl a little hard time out there.
they need to. They need to give her a real hard time because when she gets done, I'll give her a hard time for that bad calling anyway. All right. Here we go. See if we can get somebody over here and explain to us this format.
In between innings, and first inning sponsor is Monterey Foods.
Yeah. Hold on just a minute.
Danny Todd, 931-839-2434.
Well, what's the format?
And I think Jeff's talking to Coach.
4 innings?
Going 4 innings.
We're going to go 4 innings in this mat with 6 batters on each side as we go through the innings. This is a learning experience right here. Like I said, we don't have sanctioned umps. That ump you got out there calling balls and strikes, I just don't know if you can trust her too much or not. I say that because she's my own daughter and I'm going to give her a hard time. But she should know balls and strikes because she's threw enough of both of them over the years. So we're having a little fun out here. But, this is great. Traditional games, not traditional innings. It's just good to see these girls come out here, get an opportunity to play. You don't learn if you don't play. You can only learn so much in practice. You get these game situations, and you learn a lot in these game situations. That's where you learn at. That's where you learn how to play ball. You only get better. And I saw a post on Facebook this last week. It says you either win or you learn. And if a team's got the right attitude, they got the right head on their shoulders, that's what they do. They don't lose, they learn from these games. And that's what our high school's been able to do so far, and they've been able to turn these things around and come back out the next game and play better. And, I mean, you get down to it, those district games are the one that matters to our high school.
Yes.
These other games are all practice. What's her number? Avery. Pitching for Clay County is number 9, Avery. She's also their second baseman on their varsity squad. She's getting ready to pitch. Up here to bat is Underwood. Anna Underwood, number 11. And she makes a swing on that one. That takes us down in the count to start out with 0-1. Ooh, Underwood hits a good hit right into the center field, and they're chasing it down out here in this deep field. She's running fast. She's on second, but they drop the ball. She's trying to go on first, and she's
safe.
Makes it safe, outruns the runner. Nice triple from out here on this game. Now let's see who's up to bat next is number 8, which is Leah Lanigan. Leah's coming up to bat here. She's getting down. She's ready. She's in her stance. Here comes the pitch. Oh, and she's hit by the pitch. She takes one for the team and runs on to first right now. So we got runners at first and second in this. First and third at this point in the first inning, at the top of the first inning. We have number 4. Number 4 is getting out there. Number 4 is number 4. Well, she can't find her on my lineup, but I think this is Bella Key out here, number 4. The ball comes in. It's a little high. She watches as she should. We have our runner on first going to second. Bella gets back up in her stance. Bella's ready for the ball to be pitched. Here comes the pitch. Ball's a little high, goes past the catcher. Our runner on third steals home. That is number 14, Underwood. Our runner on second advances herself to third. And Miss Key gets back up and ready to bat with the count being 2-0 at this point in time in the ball game. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Again, this is not a traditional inning. This is 6 batters for 4 innings. Here comes the pitch. We had the pitch a little high. And we had a runner on third getting run and chased back to third. She did not let her score. So good move on the Clay County catcher. And now we're still a runner on third. And we got our third batter for this inning up to bat. Here, Layla, or Keys up to bat. She's ready. Here comes the pitch. Pitch was a little high. Pitch is coming in. Runner tries to steal third. Looks like we had that was the 4th out. She ran in, but the runner coming from third did get caught and tagged out.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to keep up with everything going on out here. There's a lot going on.
That was a little chaotic.
Yeah, that play was a little chaotic. We got number 9, who is Mackenzie Bowman up here to bat. She's been our catcher. Little high on her, so we got a ball right there. And we're getting ready. Miss Bowman comes back into her stance. Pitcher winds up. Pitcher throws in. Way high on that one, so we have that. We come down. You know, you look at these pitchers here. They've got to throw these pitches to get their pitch where they need it to be. So this is really good practice for them. Mm. It's hard on them. They beat themselves up over this a lot of time, but this is what they got to have to get good on these pitches. We got another pitch, and she puts one right in there. Bowman lays her bat on it, and Bowman is hit to the pitcher. She throws her out at first. That takes off the, I think actually that's the 3rd out we got because we're on our 5th batter right now. And our 5th batter is number 24, who is I think this is Brianna Turner, number 24 at this point. First ball's really low. She sits there, watches it goes by, does as she should. Right now we've only got a runner on third. So here we come. We're sitting here ready to go again. Here comes the wind up. Here comes the throw. Throws a little high. That gives us a 2-0 count. Here we go. Here comes the girl on first. She comes up. Here we come, a wind up. There we go. That one was
Strike.
So that was a good pitch right there for this young pitcher. So, give a throw out to the parents of the pitchers. I've been there. These parents, as they're younger and as they, they kind of struggle with some of this stuff. These parents have a hard time with that too. But, it works your way through it. These girls that stick with it, they work through that. They run through that. We have a girl hit with the pitch here. She's trying to limp it off, get to her first base. But, it's hard on these parents of these pitchers as they're young, as they're learning.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with the way these girls are pitching. They just need experience.
And there's not much more stressful either.
No, there's not. I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there. And it's stressful on the – we had to put another girl in from the injury on the runner. I can't tell who it is from here. We have number 10.
I think it's number 11. No, 16.
No, 16. Okay. We put in Haley Garthwaite as the pinch runner. We have number 10 here batting. Number 10 is Kyler Mackey. She's ready to bat here. You're winding up. Here she comes in. And that's a 2-0 for 2 balls, 2 strikes. That last pitch, a little high. It was not a bad pitch. If I was coaching this age, I would be proud of that pitch. Here we come up. She winds up. Here we go. Little bit to the inside, but actually, no, it was called a strike. That was pretty much over the plate. She's right up on that plate right there. So that gives us a count of 2-1. We're getting ready for another windup. Here it comes.
Ooh.
That's tight. I don't know what that one is called. It looks like
she called it low.
It was a pretty tight pitch.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have told her good pitch on that one. That was a good pitch in there. A lot of batters would have bid on that.
A lot of umpires would have called it
3-1. Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah, there is. It could have went either way. And right now these young girls that are
good pitch though, and good hit.
Got a foul ball right there, so that gives us a full count. These girls that are trying to call these balls and strikes right now, they're doing it from behind the plate because they don't have any protective gear, so they're going to miss a few right there.
Oh yeah.
There's no doubt about it. Here we go. We got a wind up. Got one outside, so that takes her base. That's 4, so Mackey takes her base, and that is number 6, so we changed to the field. Going into the second inning of 4 here. Our second inning sponsor is Taze Muffler. Johnny has over 20 years experience and state-of-the-art tools and equipment and able to handle all your exhaust and muffler needs. Go by and see him at 12539 Monterey Highway, just outside Monterey on Highway 70. Give him a call at 931-544-8297. Again, that's 931-544-8297. As we come out here, we're coming out. Everybody's getting ready. Pitchers are getting warmed up. We're getting ready to go another 6 batters here. See how we can do. All right. We got number 35. I'm not sure who number 35 on Clay County is, but she's coming up the bat. I guess we're done warming up at this point. They're trying to get all the balls in. So here we go. All right, we got that. We've got left fielder out of position. She's getting back in position. Had a little bit of a high pitch right there, but that's okay. She's going to go back and shake it off and get ready for it again. Strike
Beautiful pitch.
So that puts us at 1-1. That was a very good pitch by Miss Skylar right there. Here we come up. We're getting ready. Another wind up, another throw in. A little bit to the inside. We finally got a umpire out there that's telling us what's going on with her hands. Here come another, and then here they come in. They little high on that one. That gives us a 3-1 count on Miss Skylar's got to, get some strikes in here, get something they're going to swing at least. Here we go. She swung at that. Takes it in.
Gotta stay down, JC.
First baseman bobbled it a little bit, but got the play made and tagged the base and got her out at first.
At least JC stayed down on it. She stayed with it.
On it. She stayed with it. That's why you never give up on these plays. You never know what's going to happen on these plays. Many times when they think it's out, they'll quit.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of times you can make plays by just hanging in there. Never give up till it's over.
Ouch, that was on the ends.
Ooh, right on the outside of number 20's ankle. She took a hit on that pitch. That's hurting. Yeah, it's getting cold now. She's going to have to walk that off. I'm sure they'll probably give her a pinch runner on this one.
Oh, I'm sure. Hopefully. Or the coach says run it off.
One of the two.
I'll give it to the last batter. At least she got up there. The pitch was a little high, and she hit it. If I'm Monterey, that's what you want. You want a Clay County team that's going to go up and hit it. Because you don't want it just to be a pitcher's, game. You want to see some hits.
See some plays.
Want to see some pop flies, ground balls. You want your girls to work.
Yeah, I think we're trying to get a pinch runner out there for the injured player. She took that, and it's getting colder and colder out here. She took that hit on the inside of the ankle.
Solid. It wasn't a glancing blow, that one.
No. I have not been as smart as my daughter before and called some games without any gear on from behind the plate, and I have had a couple of those glancing blows, and they hurt for a while. That softball is not soft. Little high on that pitch. We got a runner on first. Second runner of the inning. Well, we got a runner on first and an out. This is the third batter of the inning. She's coming back up. This is number 9, Avery. She's also on the varsity squad. Clay County's got a fairly small squad here. We've got a pretty good-sized squad out here for a junior high, especially in years where sports teams are down a little bit due to the COVID. So it's good to see this much interest in the program right now. Here comes the pitch. Pitch is a little high. That takes us to 2-1 on the count. 1 out, and third batter out of 6 right now, no matter what happens. So we're on a third batter out of 6. Here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch. Oh, we got a ball into play, straight to the shortstop. Shortstop bobbles just a little bit. Runners are safe at first and second.
That was a good pitch, though. Good pitch by Skylar.
It was a good pitch. It was a good hit. It was, well placed at the time. It wasn't right to the shortstop. Shortstop had to go to it. It's just running. She bobbled it a little bit. But
like I said, and that's what you want to see. You want to see the work. You want to see them work.
That shortstop learned a lot from that play, even though they may not have made it. She learned a lot, and she'll know better how to attack that the next time.
Yes, sir.
And that's what we're out here to watch right now. And I'm giving all these girls credit because they deserve credit, just being willing to get out there and try. And that's the first pitch. It's a little high, giving us off in the count 1-0. This is the fourth batter in this series. They do have 1 out right now. And runners on first and second. That was a little to the inside, so that gives us 2. Skylar seems to be controlling her pitches a little better this inning than she did the first one. So she's coming along. She's getting warmed up. That was to the inside also. That was number 4. So she's taking her base. Along with her taking the base, that bounces runners to second and third, giving us a bases loaded. Our bases loaded sponsor tonight is Larry Wiley. He's the managing agent at Farm Bureau in Monterey and serves Putnam, Overton, and Cumberland counties. For comprehensive insurance review and appointment, call Larry Wiley today at 931-584-0042. Again, that's 931-584-0042. All right, we're getting ready here. We're back into the pitch. She went bad, and we got a steal, and we about had her out, but she dropped the ball right as she tagged her. So that's a good learning moment right there. We got 1-0 is the count. She'll learn to hold on just a little tighter the next time. So that's the things that you want to see them learning from. You don't want to see them, but when they do them, they learn from them in a game setting. And Oh, we got another batter hit by the pitch. That's going to load back up bases again. Now that we have bases loaded, we're going to go back to Larry Wiley. He's our managing agent at the Farm Bureau in Monterey. Serves Putnam, Overton, and Cumberland counties. For a comprehensive insurance review appointment, call Larry Wiley today at 931-584-0042. Again, that's 931-584-0042. And we got a strike on that, so we're 0-1. And we're lining up and got a high pitch. And we got a steal from third into home, and she was safe, which is, I think, giving them a 5-1 advantage in the way we're playing this game. We still have one out, and if I'm not mistaken, this is probably the sixth batter right here.
It's got to be getting close.
Yep. I think this is the sixth batter. We have a windup. We have a throw. She swung at a high ball. It's high in the air. Our shortstop runs in and misses the ball. And we throw it into the pitcher, but we have a run scored on that particular hit. We've got a runner at first and third, and we're changing out the teams.
That was their catcher
batter.
that you said played left field, what, in the high school?
Yes.
Or junior high game?
In the junior high game. And, we're going back in. We're getting back in. We're getting ready to bat. We're going to get out there, try to put some points on the board.
So what constitutes a JV player?
It's coach's choice, basically.
Okay.
Over the years, I have seen some upperclassmen in the JV teams. I've seen upperclassmen on varsity and lowerclassmen on varsity teams. It just depends on you earn your spot type of thing. Some schools will strictly go with like a 5th, 6th grade team and a 7th, 8th grade team, but most schools will just pretty much you earn the spot. Don't matter your age, you earn the spot, which is really the way it should be.
Okay.
And we can do that. These girls are coming up. A lot of these girls out here on this JV squad, this is probably their first time on a school ball field. They've probably played some rec league here or there, or maybe some of them even been in some travel ball, but this is different at school ball. We've got 8 viewers, and we've had 67 paybacks right now. That's people coming in and checking in. We've still got 2 likes, 9 concurrent viewers, and we're still down into the end. We're in the JV field, so we're doing this. Looks like our first batter is going to be Miss J.C. Lane, getting ready to come out and bat. And this pitcher's still warming up out here, trying to get her pitches in while we're waiting on our catcher to get gear on.
That's what's bad when the last batter was the catcher.
That's right. That is exactly what's bad when that happens. It takes time, and adds time to the game when we're all sitting out here cold.
And hungry.
And hungry.
Because somebody didn't have Burger King before the game, so just saying.
Hey. I don't know who they're talking about right now, but these two are mighty whiny about it at this point. Just because I had enough sense to stop by and get me a burger on my way in.
It's the hangry coming out now.
They're hangry's coming out. But we're getting ready to start. We got our throwdown down. We're in the bottom of the second.
JC's ready.
JC's ready to hit now. She's getting down. She's getting a wind up. Here comes the ball. And that one was just a little on the high side, maybe a little bit to the inside. Yeah. All right, pitcher's getting ready to throw the second pitch. She winds. She throws it in there.
Oh, beautiful.
That was a pretty pitch by the pitcher. Got to capitalize on those pitches like that. All right, pitcher's ready. Pitcher's getting ready. Pitcher winds up. Here comes the pitch. Pitch is a little high. She does what she should. She don't bite that. JC's getting ready. JC is the granddaughter of Danny Todd, who is one of our sponsors here. So throw out to Danny Todd right now for both Monterey and also his Thunder Valley Motocross this weekend. Looks like we got 2 balls and 2 strikes right now. And here comes the pitch. Just a little high.
Full count.
Full count we got here, and
This is where you protect anything
this is
close.
where you got to
gotta put the bat
protect.
on
You
it.
got to hit it, but if it's out, you got to let it go by and
Yeah.
take your base. This is a hard position to be in for especially a young batter.
Mhm.
And it's a little high, so she takes her base. You know, that's another thing these young pitchers have to deal with too, though, is at this age at the JV, some girls have grew more than others on their height and everything else. They've got a range of girls at a lot of different heights they've got to learn to account for. At this point, they don't have that many pitches, and they've got to adjust height every girl. We got number 88 batting, which is Skyla, and she just puts the first pitch into play and knocks it right down to the third baseman. Third baseman's not able to get across the first base to get her out. JC's held up at second, so it puts
That's a
two
good
of our
hit.
girls on bat. That's a very good hit.
Clay County girl threw it a little bit inside.
We got number 23, Zoe Elrod, who happens to be my cousin up here to bat. I'm anxious to see this one.
Is that red hair?
That is red hair. And
That's long red hair.
it is. And she took that first pitch, and it was a ball right on the inside, but she's ready. She's ready to go. Here comes a high pitch. Little bit on the inside, and that's a ball two, so we're 2-0 right now. Zoe setting up here. She's ready to hit now. So let's see what she can get on a big hit here. Here comes the pitch. Pitch is in. Pitch looks to be a little bit on the inside on that one, so that gives us it's showing 2-3 on the count. Okay. Or 2-1, I'm sorry. 2-1. That would be impossible, I guess. But a little high again. That gives us 3-1. We got some steals on that as the catcher lost the ball. We got JC on third now, and we have Skyla on second. Zoe's ready. She's got a 3-1 count. She's ready for that next pitch, hoping to get one in there she can hit, looks like. Here comes the pitch, and it went behind her, maybe even touched her a little bit, so she's going to take her base. She's going to load the bases, and our bases loaded sponsor is Larry Wiley. He's a managing agent at the Farm Bureau in Monterey, serves Putnam, Overton, Cumberland counties. For comprehensive insurance review appointments, call Larry Wiley today at 931-584-0042. Again, that's 931-584-0042. First pitch she's calling that as a strike. I thought that was awful good in there. It was a pretty good pitch on the pitcher's part. And let's see how it comes in. Foul ball. She tips it off. This is number 15, and her name is Miranda Garrett, I believe it is here. I've lost my...
Well, I think I hear some people cheering Miranda, so
Yeah, it's
we'll go
Miranda
with it.
Garrett. It is. That one was an inside pitch. That puts her up 1-3 or 1-2. Here she comes up. She gets ready to go. And here comes the pitch. And little high. She swings at that, which strikes her out. So that gives us an out, but we still got bases loaded. She's the fourth batter in the lineup here. We got two more to go. We've got number 14.
She had a good hit under
Who's
earlier.
Ava Underwood. She had a
And
good
she did
hit.
again.
First hit, first pitch, right by the third baseman, right between their legs. She's going to get at least one RBI out of this one, and she gets 2 RBIs as the catcher lost the ball. We get a runner safe on second and third. So
Got a hitter right there.
we got a hitter right there. She's made good contact both times she's been up tonight.
And it's the first pitch she's locked, and she's
Yes.
she's hitting it. So
Now, a
I
lot
like
of
that.
times in softball, that first pitch is a pretty good pitch where the pitcher wants to get ahead. And so many times they'll take that first pitch. And
I'll wait till after this pitch.
here comes the pitch. We got a foul ball. Don't know if anybody.
Do you think
or
some of
any
that may come from rec ball and earlier in coach's pitch, where you have a lot of coaches that teach don't swing on that first pitch?
Probably.
Watch it. Always watch
I
it.
think it does. You know,
And they may never get out of that, because I've heard a lot of coaches do that. You know.
Yeah, I think you do that. I think you've got to adapt. Even the coaches have to adapt as they come up out of T-ball coaches. Especially a lot of these coaches walk all the way through. You've got to adapt every level you move up because it's different. We got a good play, ball into play to second field. The second base. She throws it in and tags out that. Zoe Elrod comes in and scores on that play. That left us one on base. That was our sixth batter. So that makes the score 4-6 at this point. Yeah, that's one of the things I think you've got to do is, you got to get some of that T-ball coaches pitch mentality out of the kids sometimes. Mm-hmm. One of my big pet peeves is, once you get to this level, but especially high school level, everybody's still got that mentality that if you're putting the outfield, that's a punishment because you're not good enough to play in the infield. But once you get to that level, those outfielders are the ones that's really hit out there. I mean,
yes.
they're the ones important. We're going to go to our third inning sponsor right now. That's Absolute Fitness. Absolute Fitness is owners Vinny and International Federation of Bodybuilders Gin. They offer 2 floors and over 15,000 square foot of space. They are equipped with live fitness circuit and cardio equipment. They offer the most complete free weight equipment in the state. Go by and visit today on South Jefferson across from Kroger's and give them a call at 931-526-2500. Again, that's 931-526-2500.
Looks like we got J.C. Lane on the mound.
Looks like we've got J.C. Lane coming up to pitch here. We've got a new catcher, which is number...
It's either 7 or 4. I can't see it because of the backstrap.
It ain't 7 because 7's Faith Natvick.
Would it be 4?
This girl is not Faith, so it would be number 4 probably, which is Bella Key. Finally found it on here.
Looked like they moved Skyla to first.
Looks like Skyla's on first. Looks like...
the Zoe is in right field.
Zoe's in right field. That's where she's been at. Trying to see without telling these girls turning
Miranda,
around.
is that the Garrett girl in center? She's real tall.
Possibly, yes. I think it is. We have a number 10, which is Kyler Mackey at third.
14 at short.
14 at short, which is, I don't know who 14 is. 14 could be that Brianna Turner if that's 14 because I don't have a number for her. And but we're getting ready here. We're getting ready to start. J.C. Lane warmed up now. Here comes her windup. Here comes her pitch. We called that one a strike.
But I think she was saying it was high.
Oh, was she saying
Yeah,
it's high?
she
Okay,
said
she
it's
called
high.
that a ball then.
Even though you could
That was
make an
that was
argument for
close.
that. Yeah.
That one was on the inside, but she swung at it, so it's a strike. Looks like we're getting back here. We're getting ready to play. Here comes a windup. Here comes the pitch. Little high on that one. That brings our count up to
2-1 to me.
2-1 at this point. Yep. This is our first batter of the top of the third inning. And the ball rolls in, and it's a little low on that one, and that's going to go to a 3-1 count. 3-1. All right, we're getting down. We're winding up. And here comes the pitch. Actually, this is the bottom of the second inning. I miscalled that a minute ago.
No.
This is top of the third. That's right. This is top of the third. Yeah. JC's getting ready.
Yeah, Jason's just got to work some.
She's got to shake
nerves
this off. This is always good to see right here. You've got your varsity pitcher coming out and supporting your JV pitcher. That means a lot to these younger girls when they get support from the upper teammates, from the upperclassmen. Here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch.
Oh, strike. Yep.
That was a pretty pitch right there.
Just one little talk.
That little talk out there helped a lot. And she threw a pretty pitch in there. It's 3-1 now. So she's trying to dig herself back out of this hole. So let's hope she has another good pitch here. She winds up. Here comes the pitch. It's a little bit on the outside, so they called that one a ball, which I think that means that they
1-1 should be.
Okay, 1-1. Yeah. All right, here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch. Here we go. We're hit by a batter. And, or hit by the ball. The batter's hit by the ball. She advances. That leaves batters on first and second. And we've got number 20s coming up the bat right now for the Clay County Lady Bulldogs JV squad. She's coming up, and she's doing it. And let's see what she can do. She gets ready. Here comes the windup. Here comes the throw. Throws a little high and over on that one. Looks like we got a stolen base. Catcher comes back up pretty quick. We've got a steal from second to third. We're getting ready to start here. Here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch. Little high, little to the inside, and she throws it down. And the girl is safe at second. And the third base runner did not capitalize on that throw.
Maybe they were sleeping.
They may have been.
Daydreaming. First day back to school.
It appears that the Clay County squad don't have their running coaches out here on the field right now.
Oh, they don't. No.
So he's a little low right there. That gives us up 3-0 in the count. So Clay County's in the catbird seat there, and they take a high pitch, so they get walked. That's going to load up the bases. Our bases loaded sponsor is Larry Wiley. He's the managing agent of Farm Bureau in Monterey and serves Putnam, Overton, Cumberland counties. For a comprehensive insurance review and appointment, call Larry Wiley today at 931-584-0042, 931-584-0042. Here comes the pitch. First pitch to this, if I'm not mistaken, is this the fifth or the sixth batter?
I have lost count. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know.
Fourth? Is this the fourth one? Okay, maybe this is just the fourth batter. I'm like Wayne, so I'm lost count too.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is number 17 on the Clay County squad. The ball comes in behind her. It goes behind the catcher, and we have a steal in, bringing the score 4-7. Pitcher took a little bit of hit to the leg there. She's walking it off. Getting down. We're getting ready. Count is 1-0. Got runners on second and third. No outs. I think we're on our fourth or fifth batter there. A little high on that one. That's okay. Huh? Okay, 3-0. 3-0 now. Top of the third. Here we come in. Winds up. Starts her wind up. Here comes the pitch. She throws it in there, and that's a strike. The girl went for it. It was actually, I think, going to be a strike anyway. That was not a bad-looking pitch right there.
Yep.
Not a bad looking at all. All right, she takes that last one, and it's walk in, so that loads the bases back up. Bases loaded sponsor, once again, is Larry Wiley. He's the managing agent at Farm Bureau in Monterey. He serves Putnam, Overton, and Cumberland counties. For comprehensive insurance review, appointments. Call Larry Wiley today at 931-584-0042. Again, that's 931-584-0042. Here we come. We're getting ready. We're taking a 1-0 count into this. Here comes the pitch. Pitch is a little high, so we're going to call that a 2-0 count now. JC's getting back to the rubber. She's just shaking it off. It don't seem to be phasing her much. She seems to be just running with the stride here, which is great that a young pitcher can do that. That's right. I've always tried to tell any girl pitching for me, you're only as good as the next pitch, not the last one. Little low on that one, little to the inside. That's okay. Catcher recovers well, keeps anybody from stealing home. So our catchers are coming out there. I think we're on our 5th batter right now. We're winding back up. 3-0's the count. I'm sorry. Here comes the wind up. Here comes the throw. Just a little high. Takes her base and walks in 1 run here. But that was the 6th batter, so that puts us in, but that does give them 1 more run as they come in. All right. We're getting ready. We're going into the bottom of the 3rd. Again, our 3rd inning sponsor, Absolute Fitness, owners Vinny and International Federation of Bodybuilders, Jen. International offer 2 floors of over 15,000 square feet of space. They are equipped with life fitness circuit and cardio equipment. They offer the most complete free weight equipment in the state. Go by and visit today on South Jefferson across from Kroger's, or give them a call at 931-526-2500. Again, that's 931-526-2500. And we're cleaning off the plate here, getting ready to go. We're getting into the bottom of this inning. We're about 18 batters, I think, away from being done. We're getting out there right now. I believe it's like 4-8 is the score. I'll commend every one of these girls again. They're coming out there. They're in a hard place right now. And, you know, they don't need to get discouraged being out there playing right now. Rather, they need to be looking at it as this is great experience for them to come together and do that. Don't forget, tomorrow night, tune in to the Monterey Sports Network. You don't need the network channels when you got us covering all these games right now. Tune in, watch us, get our Nielsen ratings up.
Yeah.
And get some broadcast and just watch the local superstars around town here.
It's free.
It's free. Don't cost you nothing. Just go on YouTube. Go to our Facebook and get our feed. But we do appreciate everybody that's tuning in tonight, everybody that has tuned in. Big shout out to all y'all. We do it for you. We hope you enjoy these broadcasts. Hope you enjoy seeing our local hometown superstars, because that's what it's about. Looks like we're getting ready to start up. It looks like Bella Keys up to bat. She's getting ready. She's twirling her bat and getting her ritual out of the way. Come up. We do a throwdown.
That's pretty good.
This little catcher's got an arm on her.
Yeah,
There's no doubt about it.
Throw.
For a got a good little arm
Boys,
on
it's
her.
gotten cold though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm starting to
Get
a
numb.
little bit of a shiver going.
It is. It's this time of year. You'll be burning up during the day and cold at night. There we go. Little high on that pitch. Good eye, Bella. She watches that one go by.
So you're going to be in Red Bowling tomorrow night?
We're going to be up in Red Bowling tomorrow night. You can't get there from here.
No.
We got a foul ball on that, making the count 1-1. We're going over there. Hope these girls have a good night in district play. And the high school's got who tomorrow night?
Pickett County.
So we got 2 district games going on tomorrow night.
1 at home, 1 away.
1 at home and 1 away.
If anybody has any update on the Pickett County Monterey baseball game tonight, chime in.
No, it's tomorrow night, Wayne.
They didn't play in Pickett tonight. They're supposed to be
yeah, right, they did.
home and away, back to back.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, so we haven't got an update from that right now.
I'll take care of it.
All right, we're going to see what we can find out here about the Monterey Pickett County game tonight. We're getting back out here. We're getting ready to line up. We've got our lineup. We're getting ready to launch. We got a 2-2 count. And it come by. We're waiting on the count. Look like it's just a little bit high to the outside on that one. Giving us a full count. Let's see what we can do here. We are lining up. And here we come. Here comes their roll. Hit right down the first base line. Caught by the first baseman. Tagged her out. But at least she made contact with the ball. You know, you got to learn to make contact before you get those big hits.
Oh, yeah.
So that's good. We got number 9, Madison Bowman right now. Getting ready to come up here to, or number 9, I misspoke there, not Madison. That's her older sister, Mackenzie Bowman. Getting ready to come up to bat. First pitch. A little high on that one, so that brings the count to 1-0. 1-0. This is our second batter of this inning. Here comes another pitch. Also a little high, bringing our count to 2-0 for her. Getting back in the box. Here comes. Everybody comes up to the rubber. Gets up there. She winds. Here's her pitch. Another high pitch, so that brings us to 3. And we're back up in the box again. She's ready. Pitcher's ready. Sitting on the rubber. Here's her windup. Here's her pitch. Pitch is a little high on that one, looks like. So takes her base there. That gives second batter. We got 1 on base and 1 out. We have number 10, which is Kyler Mackey coming up to bat. Here's the windup. And she is hit by the pitch, so it's a dead ball. Puts her on base. Next batter. Coming up, it looks like it is going to be
JC.
Little Miss JC Lane. So JC Lane, number 30, she gets out there. She gets in her box. She's got a confidence all about her. She takes that first pitch, and it looks like she eat a strike there. So she's ready. She knows where it's coming in at now. She's up there. She's ready. She's going to take this pitch, and here it comes. That pitch was a little high. So next thing you do, she gets back in there. She's wanting one. She's wanting to get a good hit right here. And I always like to see those girls hungry when they walk in there. Here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch. That was a pretty pitch right there. So we got to get ready here. We got the catcher having to adjust some gear.
You won't see me any more prettier than that.
No, that was a pretty pitch. Got to take those. Looks like we beat Pickett County and MHS baseball tonight, 18-2.
Job, boys.
18-2. That's our boys at Pickett County. So good job, Wildcats. Looks like we just had some stolen bases here. Those, the one on second went to third. The one on first went to second. JC's back up. She's got a 2-2 count right now. Here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch. Pitch is a little high, which gives us a 3-2 count. Got a full count right here, 1 out. But it's our fourth batter. Here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch. She grabs a piece of it to stay alive. Fouls it off. About hit some girls over here behind the fence. They thought this hit anyway. And a boy.
Of course, that one's mine.
Yeah, that one's yours. Here comes the windup. Here comes the throw. She fouls it out to stay alive again. That was a pretty pitch right there by this Clay County pitcher, and she fouls it out to stay alive. So we're still at full count. JC's back up. She's hungry right now. She wants a piece of this ball. Here comes the pitch. JC, little high. JC takes her base. So we got bases loaded. Our bases loaded sponsor tonight is Larry Wiley. He's the managing agent at the Farm Bureau in Monterey. It serves Putnam, Overton, and Cumberland counties. For comprehensive insurance review to make sure your insurance is right, call for an appointment with Larry Wiley today at 931-584-0042. 931.
Yeah. He got her on the Kaif.
931-484. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. 931. I got to find my place again after that excitement. 931-584-0042 for Mr. Larry Wiley. We got hit and got a one run blocked in. Little Miss Zoe Elrod's up right now. And she's sitting there, and if I'm not mistaken, she is our sixth batter right now. She's our sixth batter. She took a strike on that first one. think she took a strike on that second one. She's took 2 pretty pitches out there. All right, she's got to protect this plate right now. She's got to watch. Here's the windup. Here's the throw. And looks like that one was a little bit on the outside maybe or inside one. I can't really tell from the angle we was at. Maybe even a little low. Here comes the pitch. That was the strike right there, so that was her strikeout. So that takes us back into the dugout. 1 inning to go. 12 batters. Nope, it looks like they decided to call after 3.
It is about 9 o'clock.
Because it is getting late. These kids got to go to school tomorrow.
That's
I
a
just
good
hope
little drive to Salina, so.
That's true. And I'm just hoping my kids ain't got homework when we get home.
If they do, call Wayne.
Yeah, I will.
No.
Right now, I'm getting frazzled enough. I'm not sure I can answer the questions for them. Of course, now Dixie being a sophomore, she's getting stuff that I don't know the answers to.
Let's see. We got a ball game tomorrow night over at the baseball field against Pickett County.
That'll be a back-to-back home and away series.
Yep. Look like, what did he say, 18-3?
18-2 or something like
3,
that.
yeah.
We had a pretty hefty win over tonight. You know they're going to come into our place tomorrow night looking for a little revenge.
And you're going to Red Bowling Springs.
I'll be traveling to Red Bowling Springs to watch the MHS softball girls come out and play.
Let's see, we got
another district round over there. That's always a hard drive over there.
Yeah, you can't get there from here. You
really can't.
Got to go down the road and let's see. Looks like junior high softball has another game tomorrow night against
Gordonsville. It's going to be at the MHS field, so it'll be going on as
school. Yeah.
It'll be going on as you're calling that that baseball game. So maybe you can give some updates on that. And junior high baseball. Looks like they're going to Pickett County tomorrow night to play.
So Pickett County's busy tomorrow.
All 4 of our squads have games tomorrow. I'm not sure how many JVs they are going to be tomorrow.
Yeah,
But there's definitely not going to be one for the girls tomorrow. I know that. I'm glad to see the turnout tonight. You know, I'm going to give some kudos out right now to all of these JV players. Both teams, both Clay County and Monterey, they both come out there, they put on the line, and I think they both had some good learning moments, and I think they'll all become better players because of it. It's going to be good. Competition never hurt anybody, and learning never hurt anybody.
Nope.
But, you know, it's good to see these girls out here. They're out here together. They're talking. I'm sure they're getting their game plan ready, getting their heads back on straight for tomorrow night. Tomorrow night's a new night.
That's a district game too, right? For junior high?
There's really mostly district and junior high. I'm not sure how they're doing it this year unless they change something. It's really in-county teams.
Oh, okay. So it's Avery Trace, Prescott.
Avery Trace, Prescott, all good. Maybe Upperman.
Okay.
It's pretty much in-county stuff. So junior high's done a little different. They don't have the same districts. You know, next year it's going to be interesting to high school. We got completely, totally different districts than what we've had so far.
AA.
We're going AA. I honestly think we're going to do good with that.
We will, and definitely in football and basketball. Don't know about baseball yet or softball, but
I think we'll be okay. I think we got some good teams. You know, we've got some good classes coming up the next few years.
Definitely a couple of years for sure.
In any sport, that this year's sophomore class is just loaded for bear.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got some good players in there. Next year, you got a lot of juniors mixing in with them. Next year, I look for about any sport at Monterey to really have a good chance and a good drive going forward. You got some good kids out there.
Let's give a shout out to players of the week from last week. We have Gracie Hastings.
Gracie Grandma Hastings is the MHS Lady Wildcat softball player of the week. Gracie had 3 games in the circle last week, and she managed to get W's on 2 of those games.
Circle being on the pitcher's mound,
On
right?
the pitchers, it ain't a mound in softball. It's a rubber.
On the pitching rubber. Anyway.
Right. She's got 3 games into rubber. She pitched 3 real good games. Also, you got to give, she did good batting, and when she ain't in the circle, she's in center field and made a lot of good catches. She's an excellent outfielder. Did that, but not to take nothing else away from anybody else on the team. That was a hard call. You had Molly Sue Sparks. She had some great runs out there. I think she managed to get the Farm Bureau Player of the Week this week.
She did.
She pitched, I think, 4 games last week, and she had some really good pitching in there on those 4 games too. And she had 2 dingers right over the fence out there.
Dinger is a home run, right?
Dinger is a home run.
Yeah.
And she put 2 of them over, and let me tell you, the fence she put them over was higher than a normal fence. So
she
they
smacked
really
them.
meant something. Serenity Nolan got 1 dinger in those games. The whole team just played great all last week. They got better as the week went on, so I'm anxious to see how they play this week.
Well, thank you for picking our softball player of the week. Wayne Brown, who's a baseball player?
It would have been J-Lo.
J-Lo. The reason we picked him over some of the other ones, the first game with Red Boiling, he had 8 strikeouts before Coach Luke took him out. I mean, he was mowing them down just like a lawnmower.
Right.
And then come on the Saturday game, he didn't start out pitching. It was France, Riley France. But he come on the mound about the 3rd or 4th inning and pitched as much as he could pitch, and they took him out again. Well, he was playing catcher, he's playing shortstop, pitcher, second base.
Right. Very versatile.
We gave it to him, so
that's good. Sounds like he earned it. So
yeah, J-Lo is the IDK player of the game, as well as Gracie Grandma Hastings. So,
yep, that's good. Proceed on. We'll have a new player of the week next week. It's going to be good to see that, see how these kids progress. I mean, from what I've seen, both teams really have a lot of potential.
They do. Both teams are really good.
There's going to be a lot of some of these player of the week things are going to be very fought out.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be a lot of eligible people for those. So
well, it's hard during basketball, wasn't it, Wayne?
Yeah.
It was rough.
It was, and it was some of them football games too. I mean,
yeah.
Right now, I can say Monterey's got a lot of sports talent up there in that school.
Right. Well, both recipients of the IDK Player of the Game will have your certificates as well as your coupon to go to IDK and get a Wildcat Burger Combo. If you don't go in there, me and Wayne's going to get them.
That's right.
And then Jeff's going to fight us over them. So
Yeah.
if y'all don't get in there and get your combos, that's the reward for being Player of the Week. So we got a special guest coming in here. Give us just a few more minutes, and we got Coach Webb in here. Coach, can you hear us?
Hey, Coach. Hard game tonight.
Yeah, it didn't go in our favor.
Yeah, but you guys have been down. What? How long has it been since you've been on the field? Much?
It's been over a week since we've been on the field.
Yeah, it's been over a week since you've been on the field. Your girls out there, they played a hard-fought game. They never give up. You had a few errors, but, I mean, that's going to happen when you ain't been on the field in a while. I think they grew as the game went on, though.
They did, and that's one good thing about the ladies. There's no quit at all in them. They fought to the very end.
That's right. They did good out there. Proud. Your pitching looks pretty good. You got some back pitchers. You got some good pitchers. Got a young pitchers coming up. I was pleased with the JV. I mean, they just seem to get better every play as they played out there. You got 2 good pitchers there. Garthwaite's definitely a good pitcher on her own right by any means. Your catchers look good. Kaitlyn's really a hustler out there at shortstop. We're having a little technical difficulties here.
Can you hear me?
There we go. We got you going here. What's your thoughts on the season so far? I know Yent's had a huge victory over Jackson County a couple weeks ago.
So far, first off, I'm glad to be back on the field, able to play. The girls are also excited. I think there's a lot of room for us to grow, and I think we will. There's no quit whatsoever in these ladies, and we're ready to go back to work again tomorrow against Gordonsville at the high school.
Good deal. Good deal. We wish you luck tomorrow night for sure.
I appreciate it.
I'll watch your other daughter for you.
I appreciate that.
Hey, thanks for coming up here, Coach. Appreciate you letting us broadcast this too.
I appreciate you guys coming and giving our girls some recognition. The girls really loved it, and I think the parents and stuff did too.
That's what we're all about, Coach.
That's what it's all about here. We're just about giving these kids some glory.
We'll try to get with you another couple of times before this season's over with. We're going to try to do all the home games.
Okay.
For the high school.
Yeah, and if we got a window, we'll get with you and do another one.
All right, I appreciate it. And once again, always a Wildcat. Or once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat.
Yes,
yeah, if
sir,
you know
buddy.
John Webb, you know he bleeds purple.
Yes, sir.
So,
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, John.
Okay, are we done, Jeff?
I think we're done. I think we need to give our sponsors one last holler out on there, on the menu there, and we're going to head out of here. We thank everybody for coming in and listening tonight. Thanks to Rick McNeil for doing the producing. That's a lot harder than what I'm sitting here doing, just running my mouth. We thank Wayne Brown for the camera, which is also harder than what I'm doing, sitting here running my mouth. And we thank them for their comments. And this is Rick, Wayne, and Jeff signing off.
Neighbors helping neighbors, that's what the VEC Customers Share Fund accomplishes. Participating customers round up their monthly bill to the nearest dollar. The extra money goes into a shared fund that supports Monterey High School sports and academics, as well as other community projects throughout the VEC area, making Monterey and surrounding communities an even better place to live. Make your change count today and sign up for the VEC Customers Share Program.
Monterey Foods, your hometown grocery store. From the time you enter their door until your groceries are carried to your car, you'll be treated as a valued customer. Come by and see Danny and his staff today. And remember, they have fresh cut meat daily, and check out their weekly specials at Monterey Foods on Facebook. They're located at the corner of Holly and Stratton in Monterey, or just give them a call at 931-839-2434. That's 931-839-2434.
If you're looking for honest, dependable, and experienced shop to have your vehicle repaired, check out A1 Auto Repair just outside of Monterey on Highway 70. Bill, Tim, and Kurt have the knowledge and experience to handle almost any auto repair need you may have. From wiper blades to major engine repair, they provide expert, reasonable solutions to keep your vehicles on the road. Go by there and see them today or call them at 931-839-3013. That's 931-839-3013. Go Wildcats!
Live Well Medical Clinic and Spa, located in downtown Monterey, offers primary care and telemed services, same-day DOT physicals and sports physicals, weight loss programs, and various types of massage therapy, including pregnancy, sports, deep tissue, and relaxation. To book an appointment, visit them today on Facebook at Live Well and Spa, all one word, or call 931-839-6642. That's 931-839-6642.
Larry Wiley is a proud supporter of Monterey High School and junior high school sports, as well as academics. Being the Monterey Farm Bureau agent, Larry serves Putnam, Overton, and Cumberland counties with auto, home, health, and life insurance. For a comprehensive insurance review appointment, you can call Larry at 931-584-0042. That's 931-584-0042.